And we are live and
Let's
in living
go.
color. We're here with some more wrestling news of the week type video.
Mm.
And I'm guessing we could start this off with everybody's opinion about WWE cutting back live events for next year. And what was that? And they might be raising ticket prices. At least it's a rumor.
It's a rumor for now,
It's a
but
rumor for now.
eh,
But that's how we gonna kid start this with. Cause it don't make sense to me. It really don't. It don't make sense that they would cut back on the live event. But that's what we could start off with. Since Jeff was the one who said this, you could go first, Jeff, and tell us what you think about they cutting back on the live events and raising the ticket prices for next year.
like like Hector said, it doesn't make sense.
Awesome.
I don't think it does. Like what is it gonna do for the company anyways? They're already rich. Like raising prices, like they don't need to. Um, I feel like I feel like them shortening some of the live events. Uh, there's some pros and some cons about that. Like if they're gonna do that, then they should bring more pay per views. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Bring some more pay per views, or having make another show, make another. They could do like Little Big Man was saying in the past. They can have a Saturday show,
Oh yeah,
the Saturday show. Yeah,
velocity and heat.
they were saying something about Saturday night main event coming back.
yeah,
I mean, main event. Well, main event is already here. It just don't happen on Saturdays.
Well,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. I think they're going back to the traditional name of Saturday night main event.
yeah,
Oh,
Saturday.
okay.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? With the
I,
old
I, I
throwback.
feel I feel like we should just bring back velocity and heat for real and get rid of that speed.
right.
Because
They can
Yeah,
have they can have it on next. Shoot, they can have a show on next. Like
I,
instead of
I
Heat.
just it's just too many. It's just too many. It's too many shows.
yeah, because they got what level up NXT with that level up or whatever that's
Yep,
called, and they got
yep.
Mm.
they got speed, and then you got NXT, Monday Night Raw, SmackDown. You got all you can. It's just a
You're
lot of
cramming
wrestling.
too much. Yeah, you're cramming too much. And I think,
Yeah,
and especially if we start doing like Velocity Heat or even Saturday Night Main Event, it starts to take away from SmackDown and Raw. I could be wrong. Again, I don't know their minds behind it, but
I always say if you do it like this, you get rid of speed.
Hmm.
You could keep NXT. You can keep NXT, but you get
no,
rid of
yeah,
speed. You get rid of level up. You get rid of all these the main event, and you just bring back velocity and heat, and you let the mid card people make their names for themselves on those shows,
yeah,
and that way, only thing you got to worry about is the main card people on Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, and then you let the mid cards and the mid card titles do their thing on Velocity Heat,
yeah,
and then you got your developmental in NXT.
yeah. I mean, yeah, you could, but that's what I'm saying. Like, even if they do it that way, then I feel as though that if they do bring back like Velocity, for example, or even Saturday Night Main Event, you gotta separate them from the main guys.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Like
So you
that,
you you would have to
those,
bring new titles for them.
yeah, this is where the mid card titles for the women. You could
Hmm.
transfer the mid card titles for the men. You could transfer
Tag team titles
the
for the women. Yep, sorry.
the yeah, you could put that on there. Like you could like I kind of want to say you could put the
you
United
can
States
bring some
Intercontinental
old school
title on
titles
there.
back. You can bring some
Not
old school titles back for that.
Yeah,
But then again, I'm like,
Like a
okay, cool.
European title, like the European title. You can bring that back
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that.
yeah, no, you
I would,
could.
Um,
yeah.
NXT title can stay right where it's at on NXT.
yeah,
I think if you take away from NXT's main title card, then that's gonna kind of like shoot the show down
or
to a
or
degree.
what if they do this? They have a secondary show for NXT on Saturday.
Well, another thing that I was thinking too was the Saturday night main event could be the mixture of NXT with WWE, where you could take the North American champion titles, put them on there.
Yeah,
They'll be able to
So what?
shine more.
So NXT would just have what
The
just
tag
a
teams,
and
the world
and
heavyweight.
okay, the NXT championship.
I mean, the NXT championship. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
And the
that's
women's
something
and the
that's
women's
something that could
NXT
be.
women's, okay.
That's something that could transition, even if they don't take it off the show.
Right.
Show it on there a little bit more than what they normally do on NXT. You know what I mean?
yes,
Just to give it a little
Yeah.
more. Like even with like females NXT tag team titles, you could show a little more on there. The North American title, the males North American title, you could be able to branch them between the two, so it gives more of the viewers of, oh, okay, this is the North American champion. Oh, wow, okay, what are they going to do with this one? It builds up more, just the same way with Raw and SmackDown mid-card guys and females. You know what I mean? The women's tag team can go over there, convert. You know what I mean? And you could transition them both into, the shows, because obviously the women's tag team titles is through both brands.
Yeah, it's all brands. It could be defended on all brands.
So, with adding a third show, then you can advertise more of the women's tag team title on there, and bring back other titles like Jeff was saying, like the European title or whatever other title, you know what I mean? You could just advertise it there to where people can gravitate to it as well. Like, oh, okay, cool. These are the ones that don't get the spotlight as much. You know what I mean?
And that was my thinking about that. Like, we need to separate the people who don't get spotlight as much, and maybe some of the mid cards that don't get used as much. And that way, you could have them. You could use them basically like, okay, we're gonna put y'all on this show. Y'all build your name up, and then that's how when it's time to interchange, it's time to mix something up on the main shows on Monday Night Raw, SmackDown. Now we're bringing in some stars now that just made the name on, so got a good story going. Now we interjected them into the main stories, and
right.
And then now we got new life. We could bring some of the people from the performance, and it's a good way for them to get
exactly. Hey, I was just going to touch on that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's a way to do it, especially with Raw going 2 hours now. You're really going to have to figure out how to utilize your people.
Bravo! I'm glad you said that, because that was something that I was going to touch up on as well. But we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, I especially with the development, instead of going straight to like we say NXT, or where they start off sometimes on NXT, a third show like Velocity, a Heat, or a Saturday night main event, that's where they can start. You know what I mean? That's where they can start, pushing a little more, and then they can make the transition into the NXT roster or the Raw roster or SmackDown. I think that will be something positive as far as the whole less live events and more increase in ticket pricing.
Right.
I think that's absurd in a way.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're going to take away from me, but you expect me to pay more. So what about the people that can't make it to NXT, SmackDown, Raw? This is other ways. Like for myself, I've been to a couple of WWE live shows because of that fact, because there were more shows that were more affordable. You know what I mean? That's what, again, I got 6 kids, you know what I mean? So it's like trying to take me, my wife, 6 kids to a wrestling show. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That ain't cheap.
It's not cheap.
No.
So the live shows
ain't cheap for one person.
the live events help in that manner of where, especially for me, it's like, oh, okay, cool. This is, live event ticket shows are cheaper than the SmackDown and the Raws.
They are.
Mhm,
You understand what I'm saying? So in
mhm.
my perspective, it's like, oh, well, that works for me. But if you start taking less shows and now you're upping the ticket prices, then I might as well just start planning ways to get to SmackDown and Raw.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying? So I think I don't think it's a good idea, but again, it's just rumors. But I don't think it would benefit even taking me out of the equation. Just people in general who can't make it
Yeah.
to Raw or SmackDown. This is the way that they see wrestlers. This is how they see Cody Rhodes, Usos or whoever it is through live event shows. So
mhm.
I'm definitely one of those people who are against the idea or even the concept of less live events, increased ticket pricing. I'm against it.
Yeah, I kind of against it too, because like, I mean, just for the three of us to go to SummerSlam was almost like 1,100.
Ooh,
So I'm like, we don't need you raising the ticket prices even more.
Yeah, yeah, because
Because
once they raise the ticket prices for the live events, you already know what's going to happen for especially pay-per-views.
The pay per
yeah,
views is gonna go up.
I don't.
Tickets for
Yeah,
that gonna go up.
I don't need because it's always a trickle down effect. I don't need the go from live event to Monday Night Raw, SmackDown to the pay per views. Because not everything it's already even just for Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, it's $100 just to get front row. And you got
Exactly.
more. So
Shit, we in a
now
recession. We in a recession.
now you gonna tell me you want to raise ticket prices. That make me think you're gonna eventually get to the main shows, and it's just like I don't want y'all to do that. It's
And you're
already
gonna right.
a task. It's already a task to just to do the plan for any of this, and then you want
Right.
more money.
Yeah, it's like I said, like again, I got it's me, the wife, 6 kids, and it's like these, okay, like I'm not gonna
Hey,
leave 4 or 5 kids home just to take one, like so.
hey,
Right,
Hector, let me get my
right.
collection plate real quick.
Yeah, you know what I mean,
Get
exactly.
my collection
Yeah,
plate
we
real
need some
quick,
donations at this
cause
point.
it ain't cheap.
Yeah,
It
and
ain't
again,
cheap.
it's not again. Everyone has their own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You may be able to go to a show that I'm not able to, or I may be able to go to one that you're not able to. But the moment that you start minimizing the shows, now it starts to get harder for me and you.
right.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So, again, that's just my opinion based on that. I would keep the live shows the way they are because it gives people more chances.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I keep the live shows the way they are. Just don't change them.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the prices the way they are. Keep the live shows the way they are. It doesn't need to change.
Yeah.
But Shay, what do you think?
I'm sorry. I love a live event. I'm sorry because I'm not kind of broke. Okay, and going to all these pay-per-views on at least one time in my lifespan. But if they raise some prices, I ain't gonna never go.
Mm-hmm.
So WWE, please don't raise it because guess
Mm-hmm.
what? I'll go to WrestleMania at least next year or something. Please.
Right. Yeah. Just and again, I understand that you guys are trying to generate your money, and that's that by all means generate your money, but don't forget that the reason why y'all generate your money is because of us.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? Those live event shows, I'm pretty sure generate enough money,
Right.
even compared to a pay per view.
Do.
You know what I mean? So you're talking about 365 days out of the year, and how many live show events do we get compared to a pay per view, compared to a
not
SmackDown
many.
or a Raw? You know what I mean? It's like we get a significant amount, but if you start taking them
Yeah,
away, it's like where does that leave me? Watching it on TV now?
Oh, that's like the same thing. Not to get off topic, but like college is the same with college football, NFL. The tickets is getting higher. So how
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes.
It's
I was just getting ready to say that.
it's high.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I've been
All
I've been to one college football game, and that was a free game. I got lucky with that. I got lucky with that. I'm like, man, I want to go to a college football game so bad, but I'm like, these tickets.
High.
Yeah.
I'm like, we in a recession. I'm like, we in a recession now.
Yeah.
I could barely pay for groceries. Let alone a wrestling ticket.
And gas prices out here are almost $3 something a gallon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah. Like, look, either jobs need to go up in what they paying us, or something got to come down. We can't keep going up and stuff.
Don't take away the one thing I can afford.
Right.
Dude, I can barely afford a gallon of milk.
It's like with pay subscription. It's like every year. It's like Disney Plus wants to go up, Netflix wants to go up. Like, all right, come on, like like.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all wants to go up. Everybody wants to go up. It's like,
like, nah, we got
a cell phone bill. The cell phone companies want to go up.
Yeah,
on the cell phone bill. I'm just like, bro.
Like, come on, y'all gotta chill. WWE, come close. WWE, hear me when I say this. Cut it out. Cut the foolery. Stop.
Give her shame.
You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need
lower
to.
the prices. If anything, lower the prices.
Yeah.
Give me more family packages. How about that? Like,
Right.
Start do a package where you could just pay one price for like a family thing. Like,
so it's like I saw the tickets for WrestleMania next year, and it's like the starting price for one ticket was starting at $3,600. Excuse me.
Yes, I seen that. Because I was talking about going, and I'm like, I gotta rethink this.
And then it says like I guess the elite is like the highest package you can get. These fools got the nerve to have a button that says contact customer service. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Cut that out.
Yeah, I think
I'll contact them. All right.
They said that the highest one for WrestleMania is that basically gets you right there. You know how the people they call like VIP goals or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like they said that's like if you buy one of them, you're right there where they be at, like when you see them on TV, right there on the barricade, right there on the ringside on the barricade.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like it gives you like you get like a custom entrance. You get to take the chair home. You get photo ops with wrestlers. Your front row. That's cool. But
signatures and stuff, and shit. That price ain't cool.
I don't want to call you for you to tell me it's like $50,000. Like, excuse me, that's a house.
Right. You get on the phone. What's that? So how much did these tickets price? Well, it's gonna run you about $50.
Yeah, and the crazy part about it is so
$50,000.
And the crazy part about it is that you contact customer service, and they're so nonchalant about it. Oh, well, your total comes up to about. I'm glad you cool with it.
Right.
It's my job to tell you this.
You just blew my mind with that. But you so cool with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, if you cool with it, pay for my ticket.
Then pay for mine.
Pay for my flight, my hotel, and my WrestleMania ticket.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Yeah.
Maybe one day, though. One day.
What? Yeah.
And it's gonna be in Vegas too.
We'll
hey, Hector, and it's gonna be in Vegas too. Vegas ain't
it's
cheap.
Gonna be in Vegas.
Because it's in Vegas.
Vegas ain't cheap.
Yeah,
it's in Vegas.
You gotta think about that. Vegas ain't cheap.
Even more.
Let me go make a GoFundMe real fast.
For real. Listen,
we can make a wrestling pit GoFundMe.
And we're only talking about WrestleMania. Yeah. We're not even talking about the hotels.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
And the food we want at WrestleMania.
You open up
we're not even talking about the food we want at WrestleMania.
WWE. Listen when we tell you. Stop the foolery. Stop all that. Oh, we're gonna cut live events and we're gonna increase. Stop it. Cut it out. Let it be rumors and let it die off. Let it stay just like that. Don't do it.
Let it be rumors that die young, please.
Yeah,
Die
don't
young.
do it.
Jesus Christ on that one.
Yeah, no.
You talking about tickets, hotel, plane rides there and back.
You're not even talking. You're not even talking about what you gotta catch, Uber, Lyft, or whatever you need to do to get there.
Hey Hector, I'm about to do it. Put it in the trash can.
Yeah, put it in the trash.
Put it in the trash.
Stop. That's the first. Put it in the trash can right there. Stop it. The food is.
Please put it in the trash.
The food is expensive.
Yeah.
8-ounce beer is $17.
Oh my god.
To step in the arena is expensive.
You telling me to drink a beer is a case out in the streets? Stop it.
I will be sober that day. I'll be sober that
Hey,
day.
hey Hector. Hey Hector, a hot dog, $5.
Dude,
You don't even
I
get
went
no.
to-
You don't
I
even
went
get
to a
no
live
chips.
event.
You don't even get no chips or
I
no
went to a WWE
or no
live
French
event.
fries.
We went to a WWE live event. The hot dog, no lie. It's just the hot dog, okay? Take this into consideration. It's just a hot dog. The hot dog was $9.75.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
What is that?
Multiply that by 8.
Yeah, because you got 6 kids and your wife.
I got
What's this, a golden hot dog?
So me, of course, me not trying to look broke in front of my kids. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll pay for it.
Hey,
When I saw the hot dog, I got so pissed off. Dude, it was a regular size hot dog that you could get from any store.
oh no. At least you gonna have to give me something, my bang for my buck.
I was so pissed off. I told the lady, "Are y'all gonna charge me for the ketchup and the mustard too?"
At this point,
You're kidding me, right? Nah.
at that point, yeah, it's $2.99 for the ketchup and
Hey Hector, they gonna charge you for the thing that's on it.
Yeah,
They put the hot dog in. Put the hot dog in.
So again, WWE, stop the foolery, cut it out. We don't need. We got enough problems already. Stop.
Yeah. That's why I eat before I leave now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Nah.
Bro, and the merchandise is expensive too.
Oh my god.
You should have seen.
You try to buy merchandise and food?
The merchandise is expensive.
I tell you this.
Bro, you're gonna leave broke.
This is a tip for anybody. Whoever watching, you guys had to know this too. Do it on their website. It's cheaper on their website.
Yes.
It's cheaper on their website.
It
you
is.
Don't buy merchandise, buy it on the website.
Just buy it before you get there.
Yeah.
Yo,
But this is a fun SummerSlam story I never got to tell people. When we got there, the people I went with, they was buying t-shirts and stuff. We had the concessions. Bro, those prices for the shirts and the belts, I'm like, how much you said that belt was? Just a regular the belt like Cody Rhodes got.
Mm-hmm.
They said $600. I said, excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
I paid for something for my championship. The dude at the concession was like, no, don't tell nobody that.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all.
You know what's even crazier about that? If you go up a size, they charge you a difference.
Yeah.
They do.
So
they charge you a difference.
If you're going to Raw, SmackDown, live event, pay-per-view, buy all your merchandise before you get there. Most arenas, they just don't allow you to take bags in and nothing like that. So that as long as you just walking in with your title on your shoulder, you're cool. They're gonna make you take it out, obviously, because of metal detectors and stuff. You want to take it off, but as long as you walk in just with your stuff on, you good.
Yeah.
But don't buy it at there. I don't care what if you see this WWE, I'm sorry.
So,
No, y'all ripping people off.
So-
man.
Yeah, I gotta
So,
stop
Y'all
that.
ripping people off.
look, so the
title
thing
belts
is,
on $425. I came home and that same belt was $400 something on WWE shop.
Yeah.
How's WWE charging me more at the event?
At
where
the
their
event.
website is cheaper. It's the
Why?
same company.
And the
Aaron,
what happened?
Like,
it should have. I understand if the belt was clearance like they last one, like give me the
For real, like help me out.
trust me.
help me
that's
out.
not even
It
clearance.
wasn't the last one. I promise you.
You see how many kids I got? Like, hook
I
me
mean,
up.
the shirt don't have no kids with you. They all want a shirt. You pay them $30-something a piece.
A piece.
Yo,
And
Hector.
then the bigger the size, they charge you a difference. I wanted to punch the guy in his face when I said,
Bro.
how much you have a 3X? He's like, oh yeah, that's about a $4 or $5 difference. Are you no, you did not just say that. You did
You're about
not
to fight, bro.
That's crazy. That's
We're
crazy.
about to fight.
They
We're about to
tell us,
fight.
oh, you're not gonna get no t-shirt. Did you see that? The one
Did
shirt
you
I
see
wanted was a John Cena shirt. That's $45.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
that's on
So,
that.
I paid the
Yeah, exactly. Let's get that cheaper.
Yeah, like $5.
No.
so tell me this. I went to a live event and I tried to get a John Cena shirt, some merch, John Cena merch. They was like, oh, it's sold out. I said, how much do those cost? They said $45. I said, what? $45?
And again, what pisses me off about it is that they so calm with it. Oh yeah, $45.
Yeah, they're so calm about it. Like,
That's
I'm
cool.
gonna give it.
I told them
Why you
that-
happy?
Let's bring this back here.
I told them I could go home and make that shirt
I'm not
myself
happy about this at all.
for like $10.
You did that to piss me off. You just want to mess up my night. You don't want me to enjoy the show. That's all it is.
I came here to enjoy the show.
Yeah, you're pissing me off.
You're pissing me off.
Hey, Hector, I went to a live event and bought this at a live event I think it was a Monday Night Raw. Guess how much I spent on that thing?
I bet you it wasn't $9.99.
Right.
No.
How much?
25.
Oh my God! Nope. I'd have threw it back. Get out my face! I don't want it.
Oh yeah, I know. I wouldn't have done it.
Because Hector, listen to this though. Hector, listen to this. That was the only Naomi Funko Pop I've seen in my town, because like I went to like GameStop and Target and stuff. I didn't see none. I saw like Becky and all the other female superstars, but then I was like, oh, when I go to the live event, I'm gonna get this Naomi.
Nah, bro.
I was like, never again will I spend that much money.
I would have had to go on Amazon, eBay. I'd have had to go somewhere.
And that's what I said. I'm like, I got next time I'm going on Amazon or eBay. And even on eBay, they be expensive.
It better
Come on,
come
be
with an
expensive.
autograph. You better not tell me. You better come with an autograph and stop playing with me.
Right. And before I move on to the next news, when I got to the cassette set, I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the price. This is how much you want for food. I'm like, okay, so how much is just for get me a drink? It's been hot all day. just let me get a pop. They said when you get this Browns cup with free refills, that you pay. I think it was like $12 for this one regular cup that's a Browns cup. But you get free refills. It's like a semi, like about just big of a Browns cut. They said it's about $11 or $12, and you get free refills. I'm like, what about the food? They said, no, you gotta keep paying for the food. Give me the $12 cut, and you kiss my ass. I mean,
yeah, no, yeah, no, not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. No.
I can't allow myself to do that.
No, that's what they was looking like. You're not gonna buy you nothing to eat. I will wait till I get home.
I'll wait when we leave. I go and stop somewhere.
No, I go and start swearing because I'm pretty sure my body could eat some of this fat off of me. Because
No, not gonna happen.
Nah, not today. Because I ain't spent too much money to get here, and I'm not giving that one more shit.
And then you get aggressive about it. You start pointing your finger at now. You playing with me. You need to stop playing with me.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Nah. All right. Matt Riddle thinks he got a chance to come back to WWE.
WWE. Yep. I just seen that news.
I guess he did like an interview, and he was saying like he basically compared CM Punk coming back to WWE after everything he did. Like, you know, when he first left, when he was advertised to be on the show, and that ironically was the show here in Cleveland. He was supposed to come. It was a Monday Night Raw. They was supposed to come to that was here in Cleveland, and that would be the Monday Night Raw that he actually left and walked out of WWE on. So he was comparing that, saying, well, he left, he just walked out on his job. When he left, he was slandering, doing all this different stuff to WWE, and they welcomed him back with open arms. And he figured what he did was not as bad as CM Punk. So he figured, hey, maybe he was saying, and basically in short, he was saying maybe I think my chances of coming back is highly likely. I'm like, I'm like, see, you had me until you realize, till you start thinking about it, you really analyze it. Did CM Punk really get in trouble with the law, though? See, Matt, you got in trouble with the law. That's the difference here. CM Punk, I mean, you can't get mad at somebody's freedom of speech, but you actually kind of brought bad publicity on them by getting in trouble with the law. And CMZ.
Matt Riddle, if you don't shut your
that's self-censor there.
Bro, you are not a CM Punk, first of all, so stop.
Yeah, you gotta stop that. You're not.
Never will be. Never will be.
You're not a CM Punk.
No.
I don't even know why. You obviously want to come back.
Right.
Yeah, he can come back, but what they gonna do with him?
But he had to be sober.
Yeah. I mean, would anybody like to see Matt Riddle back? Yeah, I mean, he wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say it was garbage, but you comparing your situation to CM Punk,
that's what I was saying. Like,
that's a bad comparison.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Jeff Hardy. You could compare it.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I can get. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Shay.
I could do it.
I was just getting ready to say that.
If you would have said Jeff Hardy, I would have been like, you know what?
Bravo.
They get
Bravo.
Yes, at the 10.
But you saying CM Punk?
I'm just like, dang it, Matt. I was with you until then.
Yeah,
bro, be saying some goofy stuff, bro. I don't even know.
Bro.
I'm just like,
bro.
CM Punk is CM Punk. He can kind of get away with what he did. I'm not saying he can't do something that would make people be like, you know, obviously he fought and got fired from AEW. So there is a line. But comparing what you did to him,
if we're really gonna, okay, let's say for example, we're talking about the whole CM Punk fight at AEW. Let's talk about WWE. How Bret Hart fought Vince. Let's talk about how backstage really had real scuffles, like
Edge and Matt.
Yeah, exactly. The list can go on, but I'm all up for Matt Riddle. I like Matt Riddle. I think he's cool. I wasn't fully behind him, but I was behind him enough.
Yeah.
But for you to compare your actions and the reason why you were let go to somebody who was known to be on a microphone and pipe dropping everybody, Like this is him. You know what I mean? Like this is the CM Punk. That's why we were crazy for him to come back.
Right.
That's why. You know what I
He
mean?
talking about
His
when
mic
he say
skills
he's
is
the best
amazing.
on the microphone and commentary. He really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when he said
So we
that,
wanted
he's
it.
not lying. Yeah, we
So
wanted
we
it.
wanted it. That's what we want. We don't want another Jeff Hardy. Sorry. I'm sorry.
And you know what? For all intents and purposes, I love Jeff. Jeff is
I
my
do too.
boy.
Oh,
Jeff
what?
is my boy. I don't even want Jeff to be Jeff. You know, I want him to get better. I want him to be better.
I do. Absolutely.
I want
But
him to be
it's just
better.
you compared yourself to the wrong person. You compared yourself to the
Right.
wrong person.
You
Mhm.
comparing yourself to CM Punk was just like
That's crazy.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
But
that was. Listen, Matt Riddle. If you have the chance to come back, great. Kudos to you. Nothing against you,
Right.
but you got to
Stay sober. Stay sober.
You got to choose your words right. You got to.
You definitely gotta choose your words, right?
And Randy,
That was a horrible comparison. That was a horrible comparison.
You gotta
What
stay
happened?
sober.
What happened, Shay?
you know, Randy him close. Randy said he be talking to him a lot. He be like, "Dang, Matt, why you said that?" Like, on the
Yeah.
why you said that?
Like, bro, you really had to say CM Punk though? Like, come on,
Bro.
Like it was a plethora of people you could have.
You could have said anybody. You chose CM Punk,
Wow.
and then you wonder why you won't get the call because after a comment like that. Then you wonder why.
After a comment like that, obviously, when you met, it was a high possibility you was high when you made that damn comment.
Yeah.
Because ain't no way you really thought that was a good comparison.
No,
Hey,
that's
man, Riddle,
terrible.
give me some of that stuff you own.
Yeah. Matter of fact, hey, yo, Jeff, do me a favor. Grab the trash can, bro. Put that interview in the trash can.
Yeah, put that in the trash can.
There you go. Stop. We on the streak. 2 for 2 already. We're going to make it a third one. Watch. Here we go.
All right. Well, then we got this whole AEW situation with Fox. Because I'm guessing Tony Khan is trying to get we got to get a deal with Fox for a new show. And they kind of like, I think if I remember the rumor or the allegation was that AEW is blaming WWE for them not being able to get a deal done with Fox.
Here it goes. Didn't I tell you we was about to be 3 for 3? Here we go. It already started.
I think so. I remember because I know you said this, Jeff. It said AEW and Fox are in talks for a new TV show. But I remember there was the other caveat to this was that they, Tony Khan and Cole are saying, "Oh, it's WWE because they just had to deal with them and now they leaving and kind of Fox don't probably want to do it or it's hurting their deal is hurting them and all these different rumors about WWE's like blocking people from making these deals." So I don't know.
No.
But that is another wrestling news that I'm hearing.
Hey, little big man, so they got to deal with Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
Warner Brothers Discovery, and they're working on changing schedules. Changing the schedule for AEW.
Nobody was
changing it to what?
I don't know.
A bunch of BS. That's what they're thinking about changing it to.
They better not be trying to go up against them.
Well, they are.
Because they fine doing what they've been doing, trying to run their own race.
Right. And I think that's one of the issues with AEW, though, is that they're getting to the point where they're feeling like they don't want to run their own race anymore. Stop. Take a breath. Run your own race.
Please
do not get into competition with the biggest, baddest bully in the yard. I'm sorry. WWE is untouchable. Look how long they've lasted.
Yep.
Hey,
look how many competition they've taken out.
Pandemic.
Exactly. They lasted through COVID.
Yeah.
Look who you are messing with. Do not find yourself to be in a WCW position.
Trust me.
You don't want to. You don't want to do it. It's gonna end bad for you. AEW should just continue doing AEW, not
Put them,
do what
put them
WWE
in the
is
trash
doing.
can. Put it in the trash can.
It's like TNA. Why is TNA around so long? Because TNA is doing what TNA does.
Does right.
That's how you last. The moment that you want to go into competition with the biggest, baddest bully in the yard, and then especially right now, it's under Triple H,
Triple H.
Paul Levesque.
Yes.
Stop.
You want
Stop.
the smoke?
Stop.
And-
This is
and,
the
you know, and
this is the
and
one smoke you don't want.
Yeah, because now, trust me, like you mentioned it, WCW. Look what WWE did when WCW pushed them.
Yeah.
They went and brought out the Attitude Era and made great television.
They
To the point
make
where
great
y'all
television.
to where y'all couldn't
Y'all,
compete.
y'all couldn't handle it. So why would you want to do it now?
Right.
So AEW, do not do that. Do not make that mistake because they're about to go to Netflix, and you think they taking the shackles off?
Are you crazy? This will be the worst time.
Right, for you to try to compete.
It would be terrible. It would be a terrible.
Because they already, just off the fact that they going to Netflix, they about to compete. They about to have better stories just off their freedom.
What?
We haven't had that since the Attitude Era and a little bit
Exactly.
of the Wrestling Era.
Yeah.
So,
But you're talking about Netflix now.
yeah,
That's another bar. That's another.
they got no restraints. They can do what they want to do because Netflix.
And you think that the brightest idea now is to go against them to do what? You're gonna find yourself
make them get more creative. No.
Hey,
have
bro.
we,
No, what you was about to say?
what'd you say?
Oh, I said you never know. Blood on every episode.
Yeah. What happened?
WCW Invasion angle?
What happened?
AEW?
What did we learn? WWE gets stronger when they're at the lowest.
Right.
Stop.
Mhm.
Stop. They've been in the business far too long.
Way too long.
We're talking about how long WWE has even been in existence.
Oh my god! I think before
Shoot.
any of us was
Before our great grandparents was alive.
that says a lot because we all and nobody young here, so you know.
The first Monday Night Raw was what, 1991? Was it?
I don't know.
I think it was around that era. Which, because
I think I
Over
was
20 years.
I don't think I was one or two when they did the first Monday Night Raw. So
yeah.
91, it was either like 1990, 91, something like that.
It was
I wasn't even born.
Early 90s. Let's just put it down. Early 90s.
Yeah.
It is 2024. We're about to go into 2025. AEW, come here. Come close. Come here. Come here. Cut it out. Cut it out before you find yourself in an unemployment line with WCW and ECW. Stop.
Yeah.
So the other
And we're just talking about Monday Night Raw. It's like we remember WWE was around even before they even was calling themselves.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
we went from Raw just having one show Monday Night Raw to SmackDown, and that came off of just of who? The Rock.
The Rock.
They named the show after a Rock catchphrase.
A promo he did.
A promo he did because it was so popular. They said, "You know,
we gotta make SmackDown.
We got to do that. We're gonna name another show SmackDown
because that's when The Rock was over there where he kept, used to always, I lay the smack it down.
Yeah, I'll lay the SmackDown.
They went crazy.
Down.
They went crazy.
That's not. Then they expanded to video games. All of the games was called SmackDown.
Are you kidding me? We even got to the point where not only did they do Raw, SmackDown, Then they had the video games, Raw versus SmackDown. Then we had pay-per-views based on bragging rights, Raw versus. This is a company that went into competition with itself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
With itself, because they couldn't find nobody else.
With itself.
They just fought themselves.
Stop.
Like, come on, stop, man.
Stop. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Stop.
And then I had to say too, if you realize Raw didn't even get put into the video game titles until way down the line.
Until way after. SmackDown was the first one.
SmackDown was the first. I think the first
Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah,
no,
that came
that was after.
Remember, Here Comes the Pain was the last. It was the last SmackDown, only type title, and that was only because Paul Heyman was so good. He was the next person after The Rock to do something so good. They named the game after him, and that was Brock Lesnar. They named the whole game "Here Comes the Pain" because Paul Heyman used to say, "Here comes the pain" of Brock Lesnar. But that was the last SmackDown title. And Xbox had a Raw title. Xbox only wrestling game that was called Raw. I remember.
Okay.
So it was you only could play it on Xbox.
Right.
That was the first time we had a game that was titled. They had the Raw title in it, and then they started doing SmackDown versus Raw after that.
The first WWE game, I had to look this up. The first WWE game was on the NES, and it was WWE WrestleMania.
Yeah, because then the 64 was WrestleMania 2000. Yeah.
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 That was the first game for WWE.
Oh wow!
Stop.
They've been in the business a long time. It's
Cut it
basically
out.
what we're trying to convey here.
Hey, Hector, and AEW got a game, and it's trash.
And it's trash. It's not.
I ain't heard no good things about it. My friend got the game, and he said he regrets spending that $60 on that game.
Has anybody played it? Because I
have it.
Hector.
Okay.
I have it.
It just the graphics
ask me about it.
Looked like trash.
Hey, Hector.
Like trash on the graphics.
Because trash can automatically. It was bad.
Trash.
Yeah.
It was boo boo. It was cheap. Whatever you want to call it.
I was trying to compete video game wise, and then I saw the graphics. I'm like, no.
I got it to give it a chance because it was something fresh. Right. So I wanted to see, okay, well, what can they do with it that's going to be different from WWE? Again, something different is not bad. That in this case, it was bad. It was bad.
The one thing I will give them though, I do like the fact that when they get somebody new, they update the game by putting that person in the game.
Yeah.
I will give them that on AEW Detroit. That is a cool concept.
So check this out.
Yeah.
WWE Warzone came out in 1998 for PlayStation 1.
Wow.
In 2000, WWE dropped SmackDown, the video game.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was SmackDown Just Bring It, right? I think.
And then
the next one.
No, here's the crazy part. The same year, WWE SmackDown Know Your Role came out.
Know Your Role. Yes.
Okay. Then 2 years later, we got WWE Shut Your Mouth.
Oh my God!
SmackDown.
About Shut Your Mouth.
Wow.
SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. And then a year later, we got WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. And if you're not keeping up with me, people, this is what I'm trying to say. Stop. Just stop. Stop.
Just stop.
We're not even. We didn't even bring in that WCW tried to do their own thing.
And then the
Tony Khan, take notes.
I just scrolled
Tony
up.
Khan, take notes.
2003 was SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain, dude. 2004 was SmackDown versus Raw. Stop.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah.
SmackDown versus Raw.
Are you
SmackDown versus Raw 2006? SmackDown versus Raw 2007.
2007.
2008.
2009.
2010.
2010.
11.
11.
Like Jesus.
What?
And then we
12?
got into, and then we took a break and we had that little, the all WWE All Star, which is again,
Yeah.
kids went crazy
Trash.
for it.
Yeah.
Kids went crazy for it. They used the market. They knew who they were.
Yeah, little kids went crazy for it.
What? So and then 2012 was WWE 12.
Yep. Yep.
12. What was it? After 12, 13, 14, 15.
15, so on.
So
What we had, 24?
We had 2K.
2K.
Yeah.
2K.
Yeah.
The 2K.
Yeah.
Like,
And to be fair, yes, we did have 2K 2020. That was the blight of it all.
Okay.
You know, yeah, we got 2K 2020. That was the worst of the ever.
that sucked.
I think that was the first time that he ever failed in the video game department.
And guess what?
But look how long it took.
That was during the COVID era too.
It took them what? God, we've been naming this since the 90s. It took them about 20 plus years to finally fail at a
To mess up
Right.
on one video game. Because we're not even going to count All Stars. We're not going to count all the kiddie games because they were targeted at kids.
Right.
We're talking about the line. We're talking about the lineup. We're talking about SmackDown, Raw. The
ones that
SmackDown versus
play.
Raw. 2009, 10. We're talking about those. It took
The ones.
how long for them to finally flip? They tripped. Oh, we fumbled this one.
And then they came back with a vengeance next year. They said, you know what? We're not even about to put out one for next. We're gonna wait. They waited a whole year to put out another one just to get it right.
Just to get it right.
Right.
So we say that to say this: AEW, stop.
I mean,
Do what works for you and keep it that way.
Do what works for you, man.
That's how companies like New Japan Wrestling, TNA. That's why they're still surviving.
GCW.
That's why they're still alive.
GCW doing better than them right now.
But that's what I'm saying. This is why these companies are still alive. Because they're not trying to follow the trend of, let's go with WWE. That's the next step. No, stop. If you think by signing all these big names that WWE had, I'm going to put it to you like this. All you got was sloppy seconds.
Yeah.
Hectic.
And filtered words.
Not if you do get Bobby, if the rumors are true, they get Bobby Lashley, then that probably be your biggest signing from WWE.
No.
And that's if you use it right.
But
they're gonna get Bobby Lashley and MVP.
You took it. You took the words right out of my mouth. It could be their biggest signing if they use them right.
Right.
They have to utilize him right.
And they trying to bring back the Hurt business too within AEW if they do that.
But look at this. I want to see what they're gonna do with Ricochet like 6 months from now.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Is he gonna be sitting at home, or is he gonna just leave the company and come back to WWE?
Since his debut, has he been on the show?
No, he's been on it, but he hasn't wrestled.
Why hasn't he wrestled?
It's like Mercedes
Moné. I think right now they're trying to build up a story between him, and I could be wrong, but they're trying to build a story between him and what's his name?
Not Hangman.
Willow Spade. Willow Spade.
Yeah, Willow
Ospreay. There you go. So I think the pay-per-view for AEW was Saturday last week, something like that. And they had a face-to-face confrontation, and he told them, get some wins under your belt, and then we can go from there. So I think that's where we're gonna get to now.
Oh, look who's here!
Oh, he muted.
We can't hear you.
Oh, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Check, Mike, check. Oh, I heard AEW. I heard stupid on AEW. Hold on, I had to get on real quick. Hold on,
But
hold on. Let me fix my collar. I'm looking a little crazy. Hold on, I just got to. Hold on.
Hector, we didn't even mention the GameCube games too.
No, we didn't.
No, we haven't. No.
WWE Reckoning was a good WWE game too.
Yeah, but you even had one on the Super Nintendo. What was the one on Super Nintendo? It was my favorite one on Super Nintendo. It was my favorite one as a kid.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it though.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it.
Hold on. You know I got it. I'm gonna pull it up right now. You know I got y'all.
Yo, my man, my man Hector, my man. His
Yeah.
name is Will Ospreay. Get the name right.
Well,
Get the
Osprey.
name right.
There you go.
Get the name
There you
right.
go.
The name right.
There you go. There you
Put
go.
some
There
respect
you
on my
go.
boy. Get
There you
the
go.
He
name
said, "Get
right.
the man's name right."
It was in
Yeah,
1995. It was WWE WrestleMania, the arcade game.
Yep, that's it.
That was my game. That was my game right there.
We all say
And
this though, AEW.
hold
Run
on.
your own
And
race.
Ricochet fought already.
Oh, he
Twice.
did. He did.
Oh,
Yeah.
he has? He has?
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm the only one that watch AEW in here, y'all. So
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I haven't watched AEW. I kind of fell off with AEW. It's like, you know.
don't get me
again.
don't get me wrong though. It's a lot of problems over there. I ain't
Oh yeah.
saying,
Too many problems.
But
But-
we were just, what we was talking about though, Shane, was that the this rumor deal about between AEW and Fox, and that they're accusing WWE of blocking their attempt to get this deal done because they trying to. I guess I'm hearing that they trying to start a new show. I think it's called AEW Shockwave.
Shockwave.
It's a trademark they just filed for,
Yeah.
and I think the rumors coming out that internally they're blaming WWE for it, and I'm just like, this is the wrong time to try to pick a fight with them, especially with them going to Netflix. Because the one thing you don't want WWE to do is get mad and get creative and start making good, dominant shows each and every week. You won't win that battle.
I think to me, competition always brings out the best in wrestling companies.
Oh no, for sure it does. For sure.
For
You
sure.
know, like New Japan and TNA. Oh, that was hilarious. But yeah, no, I don't think AEW want to go there. No, I don't.
Them Chris Jericho and there better tell them, don't do it. Why you think we went from WCW to WWE? Don't do it.
Yeah, they gotta cut that out. They gotta cut that out. Just stay in
But
your
see,
lane. Just do what works for you.
I don't think,
Yeah, do
but
what works for you.
I don't think, even if the rumors is true that I don't think Triple H can wash Tony Khan out the picture. As long as Tony Khan got the,
I don't think I would say it won't be instant, but it's they have done it before.
Because as long as Tony Khan got the money, I think AEW is going to be fun.
Look at the history of WCW. WCW was just like AEW.
Yeah, but the only difference with WCW was Eric Bischoff put that money in the wrong people and gave them creative control, and Eric Bischoff lost that money. Here, Tony Khan owns his own money. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. Eric Bischoff never owned that bread. You know what I mean? He had to owe that back. Tony Khan actually got money to dump. You know what I mean? I'm not defending,
right.
you know what I mean? But I'm just, if we talking who's a boss or who's not, Tony Khan compared to Eric Bischoff, it's a landslide.
All right.
Yeah, as long as Tony Khan keep dumping in that company, is Triple H can wash him out creatively, yeah, but wash the company out. Period. No, not this time around.
I mean, well, if they wash them out investor wise, like if you got people like now you want to give them TV deals or something like that.
True. No, I'm not. No, that could be true. I'm not saying that. That could be true. I just think as long as he got money, he's gonna find a way for AEW to still be alive.
I just think it's more of like Triple H is just more focused on WWE.
Yeah.
So it won't
As he
interfere with what Tony Khan is doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, as he should.
Just
As
like
he
Tony
should.
Khan is, it's like Tony Khan should be focused on AEW. Just like you said, he's got the brand for it. Great, do it. But focus on that.
Yeah.
Don't try to
fact.
get into it. Don't try to get into a battle because right now you're, regardless of however we look at it, especially when it comes to the money part, WWE's money is more heavier than Tony Khan's money. I'm talking about WWE, not Paul Levesque. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, the company as a whole, of
Yeah.
course.
So that's I think doing that would affect you in a way. You know what I'm saying? So as long as
numbers,
you don't do that, you're fine.
Yeah, numbers of money talk. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day,
exactly.
WWE got both. Yeah, of course.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that's why companies like like I said earlier, like TNA is still around.
Yep.
They're not trying to do they're not trying to do no extra things. They're not trying to be extra with it.
Nah, they got they got rid of Scott D'Amore. That was stupid. That was dumb.
I'm just saying. But I'm just saying. Look how long TNA has been around.
Yeah.
I mean, just like we talked about how AEW got problems, WWE got problems, so does TNA. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Now again, a lot of the decisions that they make, we may not be happy with. You know what I'm saying? But look at the longevity of how long they've been.
That's the way it goes.
I think to be honest, and it's probably to be honest, when Scott D'Amore took over and he got TNA on the right track, I'm not gonna lie, even after he left, it's still watchable today.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, because TNA is doing TNA.
Yeah, exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
You're right, exactly.
TNA, as crazy as it may sound to me, TNA is not worried about WWE. They're worried about TNA. All right, look, this is what we doing. You know what I mean? So I think that's why I said, look at their longevity. That's why they've been able to do it. You know what I mean?
Especially with people like Moose, Josh Alexander, Nick Nemeth, Joe Hendry. You know what I mean? The list goes on. But you got superstars around that product. Yeah. All day.
And speaking of TNA is seeing some boom in their product with this whole crossover. So I'm hearing that they got a show coming up that's sold a lot of tickets due to it.
Yeah.
And there, I guess, I think there was I think Wrestle Talk did a video on it today and saying that it's basically being beneficial to both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And that but they said it's more beneficial to TNA because TNA was basically selling out some major shows now, and they this merger has been a good thing for them.
But remember what I said previous about the trade. Now I'm starting to see some NXT bigger names cross over to TNA. Remember, I said that a while ago. I said I like this merge, but I feel like TNA is not getting no big name superstars from NXT.
Right.
Now I'm starting to see big names. I heard Cody Rhodes was supposed to swing over there. I think he's supposed to be going against Moose.
Yeah. That would be interesting considering that he's a main roster superstar.
Yep. Cody Rhodes, yep.
The system.
He signed the deal. Mm-hmm.
So that's what my next question was about to be to you guys. What do y'all think about this crossover so far, and how could they take it to the next level? Since Shane just got in here, you could go first.
I mean, I said it before. I'm starting to see the trade off on both sides. What's the scary creepy girl name?
Rosemary?
No, I know Rosemary.
Wendy Chu or whatever.
Yeah, now I know that she's going against Jordan Grace at TNA's pay-per-view.
Oh,
That's
okay. I didn't
That's
know that.
cool. That's
yeah.
cool. That's cool.
Surrender. I think it is. I think it's surrender.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
they're
that's what it's
going.
called.
I think Cody was supposed to make a appearance to accept Moose challenge. I think I think. However, I'm starting to see some bigger names go over, and that's kind of the point. That's kind of the payoff. Um, I mean, for the future, I think it's gonna be great. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's gonna be great
Yeah,
uh,
it definitely will be.
yeah, it's gonna be great
for both
especially
companies.
for TNA. I
Yeah,
wouldn't say NXT, but TNA definitely,
Hmm.
especially for TNA.
Oh, it can help out NXT
I
a
mean,
Uh,
little
in
bit.
a, in a yeah.
NXT TNA pay per view.
Yes, yes.
I'm with that.
I'm down with that. That would be
I'm
dope.
down with that. That would be dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be good.
As
That would
long as
definitely be good.
as long as the booking is even, I don't
Yeah,
want to see NXT dominate TNA. Like, no, let's
yeah.
make this a fun, even booking show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The main people, of course, win, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but they can put on good matches. But let's make this a fun booking. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be with that.
Shay, what do you think? Haven't heard from you in a minute.
Yeah, sounds cool. Hopefully, yeah, they get more better people. Cody, I mean, might as well because this book for Cody is not really going well, and
Oh my God,
kind of
no.
that would be kind of good.
All
Cody
right.
booking
Jeff?
trash.
Show is ready to see something, other than Solo. I'm tired of Solo.
Thank you. Thank,
Hold on.
thank
I
Thank
take
you.
exception with that,
you.
Shay. I take exception with that. It has not been trash.
It
He
has been
had
trash.
he has
Why
some good
haven't been
opponents.
trash?
The only person that he's faced that really wasn't a good opponent was Solo.
Wait, who you talking about? Cody Tyler run?
Yeah, like
Trash.
other than Solo, what was trash about his run so far?
Everything.
I mean, come
Besides,
on, KO should never been a title. Mean like opponent. That
He
was
should
just
have been
a,
he should have been in
No,
the
no,
title picture
actually,
though.
he's no
yeah,
KO should have.
No, no.
yeah.
KO's a prize fighter. That's a good
so
way to put him in a good story.
No.
so we did Cody Rhodes title run pretty much the same way of who Roman Reigns beat it
Roman.
besides Solo.
Right.
Who else is on SmackDown to put him up against?
I mean, you could have had, but they got rid of him. He could have
You
fight.
could have had Randy.
Could have had
Thank
Randy.
you. Yo,
Like
oh my
You
like
could
you
have had
like
Randy.
you
I
like
thank
like you
you.
like you like you just said like you
I thank
just said.
you.
You just answered your own question.
Yeah, right.
True.
You just
Yeah,
answered your own question. Oh, who else is gonna be? That's why it's trash.
Yeah.
yeah.
I had to come back into
But
the picture for that one.
But do you think they not
They could.
about to have Randy come out and be the next challenger for Rome? I mean for Cody.
Yeah,
No.
he'll be
So
Do
the
you? That's why they hiring Randy right now. He's not on Raw. He's not on
yeah,
SmackDown because they about to make him come out be the next challenger for Cody. They
and
building
that's
up to it.
fine.
I know people would have rather had it
Yeah.
happen sooner, but they about to get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they about to
know
do.
they're gonna get to it. They
And he's
see,
gonna win the title.
one thing I can hold on. Is one thing I can respect about over at the other company. Um, when whoever wins the world title, you don't see the same people circling around it.
Right. You don't.
Exact.
You
Thank
don't.
you.
Now
You don't.
it's a gift and a curse from that. The gift is you get to see new rivalries. The curse is AEW don't have that top star like WWE does. So I see why WWE kind of do the cycle of repeats because you got your top guys like Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Cody, Seth. AEW don't have that top draw, so that's why I said it's a gift for the curse. it's a good thing for the world title to not get circled around the same people. But then you're
Yeah.
not building stars at the same time, and that's one of AEW's problems now.
That's what's hurting them. It's the build of the stars
Right.
Yep.
to get into that. And I agree. It's the same thing with WWE, like Shane said. See, WWE has the stars.
They just don't
Exactly.
utilize them. They just don't utilize them.
It's not even the utilizing part. It's the same stars.
Nah, it's not utilizing this. It's who can draw. You know what I mean? Like
Right. Who can
Roman
control the
Reigns,
seats?
Right.
Seth Rollins, Randy Orton.
Right.
If they had a house show, they could put Cody, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn, and it's going to put butts to seats. You know what I mean?
Right.
They
Right.
got stars compared to AEW, where you need 15 guys to fill up a show because you don't have that draw.
That draw,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
which is true, and it's true.
That's why I'm kind of glad at All Out with John Moxley and them when they turned on Bryan Danielson, because
Yeah.
AEW needs Bryan Danielson to be that draw. He got to be
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah,
That guy. Yeah.
and with Dan Bryanson, he can be that. He can be the draw.
Yeah, he could be the guy. He could be the draw. He needs.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? You already saw how the people reacted. You know, the moment that it happened, like, oh my god,
The moment he won the
that they, when he won the title versus how he lost it. Not that he lost it, but when they turned on him, people are behind him. They got behind him.
yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's what AEW is lacking, is the other superstars that can have that same effect. You understand what I'm saying? WWE
That's why I
has that
said-
already.
That's why I said it's a gift and a curse.
Mhm.
It's cool to see different people chase the title,
Mhm.
but you're not building superstars in the process. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
I feel like MJF, Swerve, Bryan Danielson, John Moxley, they all should be in the title picture because they should be the draws.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
There.
Yeah, I hear you on
And
that.
Will Ospreay, of course.
I hear you on
Yeah.
that. But I feel like we are about to get to Cody versus Randy soon. Like
We
it's
need
one of
to.
those.
That's two
it's
decades of a story, bro.
Yeah.
we need to.
That it's one of those stories that's going to happen. Like Seth versus
It has the
CM
history
Punk, it's going to
behind
happen
it.
eventually.
Right.
Eventually going to have that story.
It has the story behind it.
And you know what I think too? I think we still gonna get The Rock versus Cody too. Cause remember he kept saying, when I come back, I want
Yup.
you. I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah, we definitely gonna get that. That's
That's
what
why they held
building
the
up to.
See, but that's what that's the reason. That's the one thing that I hated about Cody's run, because we already teased it. We know Cody's not going to drop the title no time soon.
right.
That was the problem the whole time. His whole title run was a problem since The Rock approached him on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we didn't have that, then Cody title run probably would have been different. It probably would have been, oh, all right, cool. But no, we know what the big match is going to be, so he's not losing it sometime soon.
Yeah.
Unless you throw us a swerve.
We're not throwing no Swerve. Not with
I
Cody.
don't want no more swerves.
They're not gonna. They're
Swerve
not gonna.
would be like he dropping the Randy.
Yeah, but I wonder when they're gonna do that, because
If he
Yeah, but
dropped
even
it,
if they did, Cody's gonna get it back anyway because of the whole Rock situation.
right.
Exactly. Yep.
I don't know.
I would do that. I would do.
Especially if we get like Psycho Randy, I can see them dropping the titles into Randy. If we get like the old school,
I need voices in my head, Randy.
The punt kick.
He's
the
like,
Nah.
kick Randy.
We need to, on the real, we need to start that story after WrestleMania. After The Rock and Cody have their match, and eventually The Rock puts over Cody. That's when that needs to start. We need Randy Orton to RKO the shit out of Cody that night.
right.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
saying we just keep it waiting until after WrestleMania?
Yeah, because bro, you could stretch that storyline all the way to Survivor Series. Like it's
Yeah.
decades of that. It's a whole decade behind them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh it.
If that's the case, I say Randy wins and then drop it to John Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard that's supposed to happen. Like,
I can see that.
Randy wins the
That's
title, and
Randy wins
then
the
he goes up
title.
against. Yep, he goes up against John Cena. John Cena wins the title, and then
And that's like in his storybook career.
You know
Yeah.
what's
Mhm.
crazy? You know what's crazy? I want John Cena to win the world title.
You want him to beat Gunther
I want to,
or
yeah. I
somebody
want to
whoever
win.
beats Gunther.
That would be fire. Oh, that's gonna be a
that would
good.
be nice too. Either
I want,
way,
and the reason why I say that is because I want Cena to do that 24. I'm gonna do that open challenge like he did with the U.S. title, because I think that was some of the best John Cena work. I still say that to this day. I think that was some of
mm,
his best work.
Yeah.
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 The matches he had with Kevin Owens, the matches he had with Sami Zayn, the
yes,
you know what I mean, the up and comers that was coming, the match he had with AJ Styles,
Didn't he have
man,
one with Keith? Didn't he have one with Keith Lee or no?
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
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 The
you know
only
what I'm
reason
saying?
why I picked Randy is because it protects the younger talent. So people won't say, "Oh, he's trying to take the power, the starlight from a younger talent." So I could be like, "Okay, Randy and them got the history. It makes sense if his final
Yeah,
match
yeah,
with somebody
yeah.
like
And they're the
yeah,
Randy.
veterans. Yeah, they're the veterans. Yeah,
Yeah. Whatever. I
They
don't care.
both was in developmental together, so it makes sense. His final match would be somebody he was in
Yeah.
developmental with. Even if it's Brock Lesnar, it makes sense. You can
Right.
even make
he
it
don't
with
know.
Brock.
He don't know.
She said, I love you.
I'm just saying, like, it would make sense for somebody that he came up with would be his final opponent.
Okay.
I can see CM Punk,
CM
but not
Punk,
as a final opponent, but like one of his final opponents. But I think the
Petty
final
Drew.
person needs to be like Randy, though. I think
Yeah.
it needs to be Randy
yeah.
because
It
they
needs
had
to, yeah,
him. I would have said Edge if he was still in the business. It was still in
Mhm.
WWE. But since Randy did, that's the next best rivalry he had
Yeah.
is with
yeah,
Randy. So
yeah,
that's why I say
Yeah.
Randy. But if it was Edge, I'll say Randy and Edge, which should be his
Yeah.
last three
yeah. Of
rivalries.
course.
Because I mean, that when he threw Edge into the sound, I was like, that was the best
Nah,
rivalry.
man. Nah,
I mean, like
John
he
Cena
beat
gotta
him up
run
in the
that.
hotel. Like,
John Cena
dude, that,
gotta run that back with my boy AJ Styles. Nah, he gotta run that back. He gotta run that back, man. He gotta run that
Yeah.
back. He gotta run that back, bro. He gotta run that back one more time for the one time.
You know what?
Yeah.
Like every time, I don't know why. Every time I'm on YouTube, I be seeing him and Batista match. That's the only match I be seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Speaking of, go ahead.
that's never gonna happen though. Again.
I seen something about Batista talking about he wants one more. He wants one more match in
Yeah.
the WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I'm like, yeah,
Give him a Legends contract.
Yeah. Didn't they just give Jacqueline the Legends contract?
yeah. And Victoria
And
and
Victoria.
Malik. Who was that? Somebody else.
Melina.
oh yeah, so it's basic.
Oh,
I heard
Hulk
that
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan,
Oh, Cody got a
Melina,
Legends contract?
Victoria.
Yes, Hulk
Yeah,
Hogan. Yeah,
yeah. He sat. I think his is like a 5-year deal, if I'm not
Yeah,
correct.
it's like a
yes.
5-year deal.
5-year deal.
What are you gonna do? At WrestleMania?
Bro.
But yeah, I hear it's basically
Stop.
Hulk Hogan,
Never mind.
Melina,
I'm
and
not gonna say what I want to say because it's not for YouTube.
Victoria.
So you gotta
But
mute yourself.
while we on the subject of Cody Rhodes, we was talking about Cody.
Oh,
Jeff,
God.
since you sent this to me, they did a comparison between Cody and Roman. Said Roman spent 4 years carefully building SmackDown. Cody destroyed SmackDown in 4 months.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. For Roman, made several stars bigger, Sammy, KO, and Cody himself. They said Cody buried several superstars, AJ, Mello, and KO. They said made generational segments weekly, cry weekly, and for Cody, he cried weekly and on his first brought back. It said saved WWE from going under in 2019 for Roman. It said for Cody Rhodes, saw racism and breaking Triple H's throne in 2019.
That's crazy.
Bro, that's funny.
I can't ever say that because Cody's a full timer. Like,
right.
Like,
right.
There's one more. It says for Roman, he was humble and never politic. It said Cody took away the dream match millions wanted to see for years.
That's crazy. That's funny.
Crazy.
That's funny. I'm not. Yeah, no. Chris sent me one earlier about it was Solo and Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah,
he sent me one. You know, talk about the real Tribal Chief
versus the fake
Tribal Chief.
Yes,
you know, Solo wears a suit. Roman Reigns wore joggers and a shirt. When it comes to when you want to compare stuff, let's compare stuff. Now Cody Rhodes is one of the most humble wrestlers out there.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. He's from what we see on camera. He's nice. He's always with kids. He's signing stuff. You know what I mean. So I'm not gonna say that Cody Rhodes is messing up that bad because again, it's not his fault. It's just booking.
Right. It's just booking.
It's not him. He's not choosing it to go this way. And if he is, it sucks. But I highly doubt that he's like, oh yeah, this is how I want my run to go. Which I doubt it. I'm not gonna discredit Cody. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, but besides Jey Uso, who did Roman Reigns really build? Sami Zayn was already in the mid card.
Right.
Who else?
But Sami got bigger after Roman.
I guess that's what they were trying to say that he got.
That's what they were trying to insinuate. Yeah, that he got bigger after Roman. No, because Sami Zayn was already a well-known name.
Right.
Well, I get what you mean. I get what you're saying.
Build Cody up, and they said he built Cody, Sami, and Kevin Owens.
Oh, who Roman did that?
Roman.
That's what they said. Roman did. They said Roman basically made Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, and Sami bigger stars.
I love it.
I made KO and
you got an argument for Cody.
KO big.
You got an argument for Cody, maybe just because you made him the best possible person to beat you for the title. But Sami and Kevin Owens, I don't know.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one.
I would.
I mean, Sami maybe just because he made that whole bloodline thing go into another gear.
But that's what I'm saying. He got better after Roman. So that's where I'm looking at as a comment as far as Sami Zayn is.
KO been fighting Roman Reigns for like 4 decades. Like,
then Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns have been going at it
for years.
I don't think he's did anything to help or hurt Kevin Owens.
Right.
No.
I think that's just booking. Again, it goes back. It goes back to booking. Booking has done Kevin Owens terrible.
Terrible. Because what was the whole story going into Cody versus Kevin Owens? He hasn't been champion in like what, almost 8
since 2018, 19.
Since he beat Seth.
Yeah, since he beat Seth.
And then Goldberg beat him the month later.
Yeah.
And he has not been champion since then.
And we're not even going to talk about that.
And it
Because-
was a very typical Goldberg match.
because
Shout
again,
out to
because
Shout out to Gunther.
because again, WWE did what they always do. They bury wrestlers.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gunther. That's all I gotta say.
You know what I mean? It's a shame.
It wasn't Triple H. That was Vince.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I mean, if we're looking at it from then to now, I mean, Triple H put Kevin Owens in the title shot that he didn't even belong in.
Hold up. You said it was Vince booking and Triple H booking has been sus for a minute.
No, that wasn't what I was saying. I was just trying to clarify that was all Vince booking.
I'm about to say,
But that's fine that it was Vince's booking for the whole beginning of KO. But what about now?
Right.
He put him in a title shot to lose, and then on top of it, you're hinting that he's gonna turn on Cody and never does.
And never did it.
No story. You just gave it to him because he was a pride fighter.
Well,
Yeah.
Let me put the spin on it like this. Triple H does like to give hints for future storylines. So
that's fine.
Where's the turn is meant to happen, but not so necessary right now. But in the future.
No,
that's eventually.
Probably.
You know, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. He's going to turn heel.
That's fine. Yeah, but that's not the problem. The problem is okay, he got a title shot and lost. What's gonna happen now? You gonna go back to trying to get the US title now? Again, regardless however we see it, whether it's the Vince McMahon era or the Paul Levesque era, they're doing the same thing to him. They're burying him.
Yeah.
It's the same shit, just a different person.
Triple H is burying a lot of people. Y'all don't know it. Especially the women division.
Paul Levesque is burying a lot of wrestlers. And no one wants to say it. No one wants to admit, Paul Levesque era is so great. No, he's got a lot.
He's burying a lot. He's definitely burying a lot.
Yes, he is. He's
bring the camera of shame. Bring the camera of shame.
Bring him in.
Bring the camera of shame back.
I said it in my review for NXT. Chelsea Green looked so good on NXT when she was wrestling against Julia.
Yeah,
it's the same. We don't get that on the main roster.
No,
exactly.
That was a good match between the two.
Yeah, but then again, what do we get on the main roster? It goes back to that same conversation we just had about AEW. It's the same superstars.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
It's the same. So when a wrestler like Chelsea Green goes to NXT, she's gonna shine. Of course she is. Yeah. Because look at her when she's on Raw or SmackDown. Who's gonna shine over her?
2-minute match.
Now, I don't like random sometimes, especially when it don't make sense. AEW does that a lot.
Yeah,
they will make a Dynamite where like this past Dynamite, none of the show make no sense after All Out. None of it. None of it. I mean, my man Darby Allin is putting his #1 contendership or a title on the line against John Moxley. That was dumb. Like I would have said no and kept it moving. We getting Chris Jericho against Orange Cassidy for like the 8th time, and Chris still wearing the jacket that Orange. Like no, none of this made no sense.
I'm tired of that.
However, I can respect Tony Khan for trying to put new people on TV. However, it needs to make sense.
Right.
And WWE needs to start switching up, but they can keep the story. They can keep, building new stars and new stories. WWE problem is they not building new stars and new stories.
Right.
AEW problem is they not building stars with no stories. Like they just
right.
They just kind of throwing it together.
Yep, same story.
That's why I said like getting back to the Intercontinental in the United States being the stepping stone to the world title, like that's a way you could build up new people like Melo, Braun Breaker. That's how
I
you
said
build
that.
up people like them to
I said that
be
for the
in the.
review. My bad.
But
No,
even
no,
with
no,
like
no.
even with like Andrade, same thing. You can
Yeah,
use those titles to build superstars like Andrade, Carmelo
and
Hayes,
that's
Braun
and that's
Breaker.
what and that's what I'm saying. Like WWE needs to get back to doing that. They did it in the earlier years of the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression era. They need to get back to where, and they mention it. They had Sami Zayn actually mention, just like how they had Ludwig Kaiser mention about the European Championship. They had Sami
Mhm.
Zayn actually mention how these titles was used as stepping stones to the world title. And
Mhm.
that's what we need to get back to doing. And I think that's how you solve the building the new superstar problem.
No,
But that,
no.
but
The my bad.
no, go ahead, you go.
Yeah, go
The
ahead.
IC title picture looks bright when you got people like Pete Dunne, Igor Dragunov, Jay Uso, uh, The Miz,
Yeah,
Bronson Reed. It looks bright over there. The US title, however,
Look at
not
how
so
need,
bright.
needs to work. And Andrade and Zelina Vega need to get back together.
Yeah,
They need to come back together.
yeah,
LA Knight is just burying Mello and Andrade on the mic.
yeah.
And Andrade is looking ashamed. And Mello is trying to hold on, but it's not working with LA
It's
Knight.
not working at
LA Knight
all.
is too good on the
Mm,
mic. LA Knight can sell.
yeah,
The
mm,
problem with the US title is it's just not enough people on SmackDown in that mid card division.
right.
yeah,
Yeah, that's true. That's why I said like that should be his next focus. His next focus should be pretty much getting the US title on the same level as the Intercontinental. That way, now we, like I said, rounding it back out, we could get back to building superstars using those titles to build them up to be into the world championship scene. That way, we don't have to keep recycling who we got in the world championship scenes for
right,
both brands because now we could use. Now we got Mello, we got Braun Breaker, we
right,
got Bronson Reed, we got all
right.
these different people we could give the main stars breaks. We could put them in different storylines that don't maybe not involve the title, maybe just grudge storylines like CM Punk and Drew, like something like that. You don't necessarily have to be main superstars in the title picture. You could do grudge
And the
matches.
Hmm.
tag
You could do
team division
and
needs to
yeah,
Oh
be
my
then
God.
tag
Oh
and
my
then
team.
the
God.
tag team
But I
division. That's
think
a whole
that's another thing is like that will be beneficial, especially if they build Saturday Night Main Event or Velocity or Heat. You can take them and put them on there to give them the spotlight. It's
Yes.
that's what
focused on
yes,
them.
exactly. That's what I
You
was
understand what I'm
saying.
saying?
Yeah, when I that's what I was saying earlier. Like that would be the good benefit of having a Saturday night
Mm,
main event or Velocity or Heat. You could use that to be building these people. Cause
right.
don't get me wrong. Now the thing with just like AEW, WWE got a plethora of talent, but they don't have a ways to use them.
Right.
Yeah.
And now but if you could figure that out, the way to use them, the way to get them on TV, the way to get their names up there, you
Hmm.
get excitement for these people. Because now we like,
Right.
oh wait a minute, this was so and so on Saturday night main event. They on
Hmm.
SmackDown now talking about they want to go for the United States Championship. Now you got more people for that. Now you got
Well, that's
more
what I'm
people
saying.
for
You can and
Intercontinental.
you can use the IC title. You know what I mean? The IC and the United States title. You could use that as one of the main titles on a show like that. You don't
But I
have to
heard
use the world heavyweight or the undisputed. You know, the main event for a third show like that would be the main event for the IC title or the United
Exactly.
States title. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? You
yeah.
can make
But I
those the
heard
main titles for that. You know what I mean? That will work.
Yeah.
that WWE was bringing back Saturday night
Main event, yeah, that's the same
main
thing I
event.
said. Yeah.
Yeah, he Hector mentioned that earlier that they was
Here's the
thinking about returning them
here's the
to.
problem. Here's the problem. If you're gonna do that, because 9 times out of 10 it's gonna go against Collision. Now, granted, I actually like Collision a little bit better than Dynamite. Just saying. Um, however, That I know I think I heard it's supposed to be like 4 times a year. That show needs to be special every time.
Yeah,
We need bangers on that show to
but that's
bring
what I'm
people
saying.
to watch it
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You could use that platform to really shine the light
on the Intercontinental title,
on the
the
IC
U.S.
title and
title,
the US.
tag
It don't
title.
you don't need to have the world and the undisputed title on there. You don't need it.
No,
You got other
that was
titles.
Shoot.
no. Yeah,
Put the
that's why I
women,
was
put the
saying like
women's
you gonna
tag
put
team
the
titles on
magnifying.
there.
You got the male and female tag team titles. You got the IC title. You got the United States title. Even if you wanted to, you can use, like I said earlier, the NXT United Kingdom titles. You can mix it. You can just show more of other superstars
Mhm.
and building it. That alone builds stories.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I said WWE got a problem with building new stars with story.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
AEW has the talent, they just can't put stories together.
They can't put the stories together. Yeah. That's why I said that it's like we said earlier, they both got some problems. You know what I mean? It's not one had not they both got the issues. It's just if you're gonna bring another show like a Saturday night main event, then use it to expose, look at this. Oh, okay, this is this person, that's that person. Oh, okay, they're getting more of a spotlight. They're getting more of that TV time compared to being on the same card with Cody Rhodes, Bloodline. They're gonna get overshadowed. They're getting overshadowed. You understand what I'm saying? Use that platform for them to shine.
I hope Bloodline story ends with Jacob Fatu being the leader of the new group. I'm just saying.
It's said it's supposed to be. Who knows?
Because in NXT, them three looked great.
Yeah, they looked
great.
like $1 million.
Yeah,
like,
Jacob looked like $1 billion.
Oh my god,
they looked great. They looked better without Solo. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna start their beef because I have a feeling Solo gonna be like, "Why you went over there and did all that?" Like, make a fuss about it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, Tama Tonga, they did do like upload a video on YouTube of Tama Tonga. They would basically leave the building gloating about what they did. And Tama Tonga, before the video, he goes, by the order of the tribal chief. So Solo sent them there. So they try to say he sent them there.
Or was it Solo?
Right.
That is.
Was it Jacob Fatu?
I don't care what nobody say. I need a Jacob Fatu. I love you, Solo.
I like
it. Right.
I need a love you, Solo tease.
And then my man do the prayer and shit. Like, I need that.
It just got him doing the prayer. I love you, Solo. You my tribal chief.
You my tribal chief, Solo.
That's gonna be the downfall of Solo because he's gonna be saying about beating Solo. I love you, Solo. I love you. You was my tribal chief. Wow.
Yep. Get to that.
You can't get the job done against. Yo, I heard though, rumors is saying that it's gonna be Jacob versus Cody at Bad Blood.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. That's why they doing Solo versus Cody.
That's bad.
That's
bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Friday, but it's gonna be the first match.
Do you
first
understand?
Match of the night.
Listen, do y'all understand how bad that is for Solo? That's bad.
There's even rumors that WWE internally think Solo is bad. They say
yes.
Yeah, there's rumors going around that WWE is even saying that he's bad.
He is.
Yeah.
But because they said Roman's not going to allow them to bury him, so they have to utilize him in a good way because Roman don't want them.
Yeah, well, Solo is bad. Take Solo back and take off the sneakers and the boots, and put him back over there at NXT where he was dominant. Solo Tribal Chief is bad. I'm sorry. I don't know what people
take off the suit,
bro. He's bad.
The suit.
I think Solo NXT one was way better than this.
And way better.
It
He was
was.
better on the mic.
And
NXT
they
Solo
brought him
was
up
way
so
better than this.
quickly.
His
They
mic
brought him
skills
up
was
so quickly
even
to be a
good.
part of the Bloodline story. I was like, they needed to keep him in there.
Yeah, but what they go ahead.
No, he should have been in there long enough to become NXT champion. They should have.
Yep.
He should have been. He should have put at least a year or two in there before he.
It's not even. And you know what? I wouldn't even say that. I would go as far as saying, if you were going to bring him up to the main roster for the Bloodline story, then you should have made him what Jacob Fatu is.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You didn't do that.
No.
No, you didn't. No. What Jacob Fatu is what Solo should have.
What Solo should have been.
Right.
I said that from the start.
And he's crazy and he's psychotic.
He's a psychopath.
That's what Solo should have been.
But you had Solo. You had Solo lose 35 times, and then you want us to believe that now he's this tribal chief? Come on, man.
That's my argument.
He's a tribal chief.
That's the problem there too. Why did you have him beat one of the biggest stars in WWE, John Cena, and then lose?
But that's one of my issues. That was one of my issues when like every time we talk about the Bloodline. Where do you see Solo is better? Where do you see that this Bloodline is only better because of one person?
Right.
Yep.
Jacob Fatu.
Oh,
sorry. Sorry.
Tonga, you doing this thing?
Jacob Fatu is one of the reasons why this Bloodline is it's even where it's at. I'm sorry. Because
the fact that Jacob is going to get a main event at a pay-per-view that fast is already big enough.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You wanted us to believe. Well, you want us to believe that Solo Sikoa as a tribal chief is something intimidating.
Right.
It's not.
Not even.
It's not.
Trash.
It's not intimidating at all. I was more intimidated of the Bloodline when Roman was tribal chief than I was when Solo as tribal chief. Again, you brought Solo up from NXT into the main roster to be part of this Bloodline, and okay, great, that's fine. But the moment that you brought Solo into the Bloodline with Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn, you should have had him destroying everybody.
Right.
I mean, everybody.
You should have had him running like Jacob Fatu did in a tag team match and take everybody out and make him look scary. You didn't do that.
No.
Right. Yeah. He was supposed to be like, anytime you got close to beating him, he just take you out. Disqualification because he's destroying
you were supposed to make him look like the worst, not the worst. You were supposed to make him look like the scariest enforcer WWE has ever signed.
Yup. Scary enforcer, yup.
You mean to tell me Jacob Fatu came and Jacob Fatu is already main evented, already held the tag team title.
Right.
And people are
Cody.
And people are gravitating more to Jacob Fatu than you.
They doing the walking on
more
that.
interesting.
They're doing the whole little walk. We're doing the praying hands. We're doing the dude. Jacob Fatu had a boot on.
It's still drop ball.
This crazy psychopath had a boot on and was murdering people.
And he looked like he didn't even have it on.
You know what's even worse? Everybody wants Jacob versus Roman.
Yes.
Because in reality, I'm sorry. In reality, if Jacob Fatu, let's say he was a tribal chief the way he is right now, I would be more hyped for Jacob Fatu versus Roman than I would for Roman versus Solo.
Right.
Because Jacob looks believable.
He looks believable. Did you see how he was in the ring with Randy Orton?
Right.
I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm out of pocket. Maybe I'm just a maybe I'm just a Jacob Fatu fan. I don't know. Maybe it's me. But I'm sorry. Jacob Fatu made Randy Orton look freaking amazing.
Yeah.
He made him look great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just got here.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And you gonna sit there and tell me that Jacob Fatu is better than who? Okay. Yeah. Okay. You're right. No, I'm sorry. Solo Sikoa is not believable.
All we need for WrestleMania is Jacob versus Roman. I'm with it.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I meant to say Solo.
At this point in time, if WrestleMania was to happen this Saturday, I would like to see Solo. Roman
I would be hyped for Jacob Fatu versus Roman.
You could do Roman versus Solo. You know,
Roman versus Solo.
You could do it at the Rumble. You know,
but here's the
on SmackDown.
Here's the difference, though. Here's the difference. Now watch this. Solo versus Roman. Who you got?
Roman
versus Jacob. Who you got?
Oh,
Jacob.
You see how it gets. You see how it changes.
Yeah. I don't know.
But you see how you see the pause. Like
it gets debatable.
It gets
debatable. I had to pause and think about it. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I go Roman. Oh, I go Jacob.
Either way, it's gonna be a dominant match.
That's that moment where, like you said, little big man. That's that swerve.
Mm-hmm.
And
remember, we just said earlier how WWE needs to start mixing and matching some of these wrestlers. Mm-hmm. Jacob and Roman will be the trend of that beginning of that mix.
We talked about it earlier. What would bring in butts to seats? Roman versus Jacob would generate what?
That's a generational wealth. Right there.
Oh my God!
The booking, the everything going around, that would be hype.
That would be great.
That would be the main event.
The indie scene will be lit.
Yeah.
You know how long Jacob been in the indie scene?
Yeah.
They got so much respect for that man that every indie promotion will be lit for that.
Yeah. Yep.
Triple H, come here. You need to make that happen.
There we go.
I mean, I would say this: Triple H, you was right about your fear of Jacob overshadowing Solo, because he definitely did.
Dude, the moment he debuted,
yeah.
He outshined everybody. I'm sorry.
Dude, forget when he debuted. The rumors outshined it. Just
the rumors alone.
Just the rumors alone. That was like when it was rumored that CM Punk was coming back.
Exactly. Just the rumors alone of you know, there's rumors Jacob Fatu might come. Everybody was going bananas.
Oh,
everybody.
What? Man, my whole timeline on TikTok was just Jacob videos.
Yes, it was. Yeah,
that's all we was talking about at work. Yo, you think the rumors are true? Like, what if he does? That's all we talk. That overshadowed the fact that Solo Sikoa is Tribal Chief. Nobody cares.
Zilla overshadowed Solo.
Even Zilla now.
Yeah, when they was here, when SummerSlam was here, Zilla was here because they had a show here. And
right,
dominant story. Oh, Zilla might show up. And then,
but it's even like when he when it was like even when he tweeted to Braun Breaker, be careful what you wish for. When Braun Breaker said none of your family has ever beaten my family, be careful what you wish for.
Dude, I'm with that.
What?
Zilla versus Braun? Give me that any day.
What? Give me that. I'll be happy.
Oh,
Zilla versus Braun, I'm with that. You can give me Jacob versus Braun, Zilla versus Braun.
What?
Give me one of them.
Oh.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Triple H.
Go ahead, Sam.
Triple H, you have the original people that started Bullet Club. You need to put these together. You need to put the Gorilla Dynasty, the Good Brothers, AJ and Finn Balor together. You have these guys. You have the formula. You need to put the original BC together. You need to make that
Yes.
happen.
I still firmly believe we're gonna get that before AJ retires.
Yeah, we need that.
We have
I
to.
think we're gonna get the Bullet Club before he officially
Hope so.
retires.
I hope so.
We have to. It's only right.
Yeah.
Only
I say if you ever break up the Judgment Day, you put Finn, you put AJ, everybody together, and you have one big Bullet Club faction.
Yeah.
Because you did tease it. You did tease it when AJ and Finn was beefing.
Yeah.
You did tease it. There need to be a payoff for that one.
Mhm.
There need
something.
to be a payoff for that one.
What
All
if
right, final news. Anybody got any final news before we end this stream?
It's about time that Raw's going to 2 hours.
thank
Oh
you.
yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
God.
I forgot you wanted to talk about that, Hector.
It's about time.
Thank
I'm
God.
sorry. 3 hours? Seriously? 3 hours of what?
I be falling asleep by 10:30. I be falling asleep. I be ready, to go to sleep.
We don't need it. We don't need it.
Should I be asleep by 8:00?
We don't need it. We don't need it. To bring it down to 2 hours, that's perfect.
That's perfect.
That's good. People are usually
I'm
going to
asleep by
bed by
8 o'clock.
10:30.
Yeah.
That means the people that are not getting used, if we was to start this Saturday main event,
There you
you can build those people up with the people that you're not using.
There you
And
go.
that's what we
I think that's probably where
that's what we said earlier.
I think that's probably why there's rumors coming about that they bring it back Saturday night main event is because Raw is going 2 hours. Now you got two shows that ain't gonna be able to utilize everybody. So now you got to start having these secondary shows again.
It's about time.
Which
And
I
you
think
gotta-
is a good thing.
And you gotta think about it. When Raw go to Netflix, that 3 hours is not going to feel like 3 hours because the commercials is not going to be as long as TV.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
They just ads. You know what I mean? It's literally like like 60 to a minute and 30 seconds. Like
Exactly.
Right.
that's the bathroom. You come back. You know what I mean?
I remember
and Raw
I
back
remember
on.
when they announced that it was going to be 2 hours. I was trying to figure out was it going to be like a permanent thing? 'Cause I know this was like the first time in a long time Raw has been 2 hours again.
Nah.
But yeah, they was like, nah. When they get to Netflix, it's going back to 3 hours. But I'm
But
like,
you
then it's not going to feel like 3 hours. Like Shane said, it's not going to feel like 3
Yeah,
hours.
because the ads is going to be short. You know what I mean? So it got to come right back into the show. Unless they show a bunch of WWE commercials.
It should just stay 2 hours. It should stay 2 hours.
But I'm saying, but when I'm saying,
they might keep it this way.
But what I'm saying is the streaming, it may be like 2.5. You know what I mean? It may not even feel like it's going to be 3 hours. It might just be like 2.5.
Right.
The commercials are so short.
I'm just saying based on more that if they made the decision to go full 2 hours, that's it. Just stay at just stay 2 hours. You don't need 3 hours. What are you doing 3? With 3 hours, you're not doing that now.
Right.
I mean, you can even do 2.5 because there's no show after. You know what I mean? I think WWE was basing off of, TV network, and you basing off of the next show that's coming on.
Right.
You know what I mean? So with Netflix, it's just a streaming platform, so you can even do 2.5.
Yeah. Like I said, me 2 hours. I think 2 hours is fine. Even if 2.5, that's fine. But I think 2 hours is fine. I don't think they have to go any further than that because it's like SmackDown. SmackDown's 2 hours.
But you know what I mean. You can have that overlap anytime. If it's a good.
You could definitely.
That's fine. I'm just saying I'm talking more based on the fact of 3 hours versus 2 hours.
So it's SmackDown will be 3 hours tomorrow, or that's next week, or what is that 3 hours?
I don't think SmackDown is going to be 3 hours.
No,
I
the
heard it's gonna
SmackDown.
be 3 hours.
It should be
No.
3 hours, but it's not.
Why? Why should it? Why do we need 3 hours of wrestling when we're not even getting 3 hours worth of wrestling?
Because by the time you turn the TV off, you mad because you want to see what happened. Like it don't show everything.
Dude, the pay-per-views is not even 3 hours no more. So why are we getting 3 hours of wrestling?
But that's what I'm saying. Well, if okay, there's rumors stating that Saturday night main event is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why do we have to continue 3 hour wrestling?
Yeah.
We don't need, we got Raw, NXT, SmackDown, pay-per-views. Now we're gonna get, rumor is Saturday night main event.
That's true.
Raw is going on Netflix. We don't need 3 hours of wrestling. NXT is doing great. SmackDown is doing great.
That's what I'm saying. And then if you're a real wrestling fan, you got Raw, SmackDown, Dynamite, TNA on Thursday. You got SmackDown Friday. You got a pay-per-view by WWE, and you got a pay-per-view from AEW, and you got a pay-per-view from TNA, and you got a pay-per-view from Japan. Yeah, you got Collision.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you watch GCW, you got that too.
In 1 week, we got Monday Night Raw,
wrestling,
WWE NXT, AEW Dynamite,
right?
TNA Thursday, SmackDown Friday, Collision Friday. Rampage.
You got Rampage Friday on Friday. Then you got
Saturday.
Then you got Collision Saturday.
Collision Saturday.
And you got 2 pay-per-views in a month.
Pay-per-view for Saturday. Sunday is another pay-per-view if they don't do it on a Saturday.
Yep. You got 2 pay-per-views in a month.
Plus NXT when they do their pay-per-views.
Yep. Oh, yep. And
we haven't even touched New Japan.
Or TNA. And TNA pay-per-view Friday. Yeah.
Right.
They pay-per-view Friday.
Now you tell me how you watch it. TNA's pay-per-view and SmackDown.
Oh yeah, the computer and the TV. What you mean? I'm making that happen.
You're gonna have both TVs on just to watch both. Like
you got the TV and you got your phone.
Oh, there go one per. Oh, damn! Look what they.
But that brings me to my point.
Yeah, that's a lot of wrestling.
2 hours is fine. You don't need to do 3 hours anymore. We're not at.
Go ahead.
We're not at that level of needing 3 hours of wrestling.
But I think that's why Raw should do like the PLE, like with Peacock. You notice the PLEs now has been 2 hours and some change.
Yeah,
I think that's what I mean. I think with Raw, the commercials are so short, so they gotta stress that at least that 30 minutes.
Yeah, but
to make it feel like it's 3 hours.
But that's what I'm saying. You can, which will push probably 2.5.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. You don't have to. You can.
Yeah, that's true.
But you don't have to. Now with Netflix, because you are streaming, like you said earlier, because you are streaming, now you can go over that time. Because how many times have we watched wrestling and at the end we see, Cody Rhodes get rock bottom and then oh my God, what's going on? And it cuts off.
A lot.
Now, with Hector, I could see your point. You can use that extra hour for the backstage, for the afterthought of the show.
Yeah,
exactly. Like the backstage drama and all of that.
Backstage promo or something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, now
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens.
That way we can get the stories for next week. Oh man, we got to get excited for this.
Yes.
I got you.
There you go.
That
exactly.
Yeah.
Or you could get like Big E like Big E and them, like after the pay per view, how they talk about the matches, whatever, and the interviews or whatever. You can kind of get the backstage drama that we couldn't see on TV.
Exactly. Right. There you go.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I wanted to bring it back to. Like me and Hector were saying this earlier. If you go to 2 hours, I'm cool with that. I'm cool. 3 hours, 2 hours.
Yeah,
I'll watch it regardless. But if you go to 2 hours, the only thing I want you to do is make sure you can utilize everybody instead of just having people sitting there and catering. If you're going to go to 2 hours, even if you do it permanently, if you go to 2 hours, bring back like Saturday Night Main Event, bring back Velocity Heat. Let them do something. That way we could get something out of this.
But this is
instead of just having people that we know could be used right, and they just sitting there waiting for their opportunity. Let them go make their opportunity on the Saturday Night Main Event.
The thing. This is the thing I've been saying about mixing matching with WWE's talent.
Mm-hmm.
You can build stars and build new stories going into the future of Netflix.
Yeah.
Now Triple H's got to sit in the back and be like, damn, I don't have that hour. What can I do? And how can I make the show interesting without all the 30-minute promos and all of that? You're going to have to cut that. That was stretching the show.
Cut them promos down some.
Yeah, them promos was stretching the show.
Yeah, it was.
Now you gotta cut that. You gotta cut that whole hour. You have a whole hour now cut. So what are you gonna do now that is 2 hours?
Yeah. But that's why
a lot of superstars.
It is, but that's why bringing like Saturday Night Main Event or Velocity Heat, whatever it is, that's what will help alleviate. It would alleviate some of those smaller issues,
but
not as much, but enough.
But you see the problem when I said WWE needs to build new stars for Raw. This is the problem, because when it goes to 2 hours, who you going to depend on to put them butts in the seat besides Rhea and Damian Priest?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why this going 2 hours, you need a backdrop. You need to start. You need somewhere for these superstars to get built up on.
Right.
That way, now you're gonna have to just run Rhea and Damian Priest and
Jey Uso.
You don't gotta break the glass with Undertaker, and you don't gotta do none of this stuff. You got your stars right there to depend on. That's always been the problem with WWE. They always have to run to their emergency because they don't have. We don't have these people.
Yep.
We don't have superstars like that. But so now we got to go to the Charlottes, the Sasas, or whatever.
Right.
And now, if you do it correctly, you don't have to run certain people into the ground.
Yeah.
That's one thing I could say about AEW is they have the talent where they can miss a match. I just wish the stories was there to where it makes sense.
Yeah.
If we can connect, AEW and WWE need to borrow from each other. Y'all can fix each other's problems. Just take each other's problems and implement into your damn thing, man.
Just like I think
AEW's problem and you make it.
Just like I think AEW could split that roster.
Yeah,
you got Ring of Honor, you got Collision. Split the roster.
Split it while you can.
You can do the same. I mean, you could copy and paste WWE basically.
Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with copy and paste. Just don't go into competition.
No.
Right. Yeah, don't go into competition with them.
Just copy and paste. Yeah, and it'll work. It'll work.
I think if they do keep it wrestling.
Right.
All that outside nonsense. Oh, he's trying to block me from getting the TV. All that. Nah, we don't need all that.
Yeah, we don't need the public.
That's what we was getting at earlier. Me and Hector was like, man, come on. It's wrestling at the end of the day. We don't care.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah,
we don't care about your dealings with Fox and USA, whatever. Leave that to that. That's
just
do your part.
Care about the entertainment and the competition.
Who could put on a better show each week? Who could put on a better pay-per-views every month? That's what you want. That's what we want.
Yeah, that's what we want.
Competition. That's what you want.
Yeah,
Because I don't care what nobody say. I think All In and All Out was better than Bash at Berlin. And
it was. No, it
Nah.
was.
Yeah. From what I heard, it was.
No, yeah, I saw that. It was. No, it was.
It-
It really was.
It was.
Especially that that was Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
All Out was
Yeah.
Saturday.
That was what is it? The Bastard Pac against
Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay. That match.
That was a classic.
What?
That was a banger. That was a banger.
That was a
That
classic.
match was great.
That was money. That was Chef Kiss.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. I think the match of that pay-per-view that night was Willow Nightingale and Statlander. Then when
Yes.
that street fight was just
That match was great.
that was
No, it
everything
was
you asked for.
Overall, that pay-per-view was way better than Bash at Berlin.
Yeah.
Was that the pay per view where Sasha went up against whatchamacallit, Britt Breaker? Or was that
Nah, that was All In.
No. That was All In.
Okay, that was All In. Okay.
That match was a dud.
Yeah,
And Mercedes Moné carried the match. I'm just saying.
Mhm,
Sorry,
she
Britt.
did.
She did though. She
She
did.
did.
As we are fast approaching October 7th, that's the thing that Triple H is gonna have to solve is that how are you gonna utilize 2 hours? Because y'all haven't had to think like that in over a decade about how to utilize a 2-hour Raw and SmackDown. And now for
Maybe
the
that's
first
something
time-
they've been trying to figure out in the background.
Yeah, and you know what? And maybe like you had just said, maybe that's what they've been doing this whole time is trying to figure out how do we utilize 2 hours now for Monday Night Raw. We got all these
I'm
stars.
hearing USA wants SmackDown to be 3 hours on Friday.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I'm hearing that.
That's crazy. They
Yeah, I heard that
it'll
too.
be 3 hours.
Now,
I
to
don't need
me,
it.
hold on, wait. To me, call me crazy. To me,
It makes sense.
I think it will benefit SmackDown more than Raw.
No.
No.
He said
No.
instantly no.
No, but everybody's got their own opinions, which is fine. You know what I mean?
To me,
Right,
I
right.
think it would. To me, if you turn SmackDown, like I said back in 2010 or 11 SmackDown, that 3 hours will be needed more than Raw. That's why I said if they do this draft, a lot of the younger talent needs to go to SmackDown. It will benefit SmackDown more than Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw for 2 hours, you need the main guys for the main stories. You need your Drew, your Seth, your Punk, your Cody. You need
Your
them.
Roman.
You need your Rock. You need them guys over there. SmackDown can take people like Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, Dominic in the Judgment Day, Finn. You could take Mello. You know what I mean? SmackDown can become the wrestling show, where Raw can be more of the drama show. That's why I said if that's the case, that third hour will benefit SmackDown more than Raw. If the draft, like I said, if the draft is you're gonna draft a lot of the younger talent over the SmackDown.
It makes sense. It makes
Because
sense
because think about it. When Eddie Guerrero was better on SmackDown than he was on Raw. JBL was better on SmackDown than he was on Raw.
True.
Batista was better on SmackDown than he was on Raw.
True.
Just saying. That
That's
third
true.
hour will benefit SmackDown if you trade the Chad Gables, the Otises, and put them over to SmackDown. That third hour will be crucial for them.
Yeah, considering the fact that Otis and them didn't do really much of anything on this past Monday Night Raw, yeah,
Exactly.
they were just.
It will help people like them.
Yeah, but that's something that's gonna have to get done. Something they're gonna have to fix.
Because think about it, Raw is your flag show, right? And it's going to Netflix. You need your Cenas, you need your Rocks, you need your Drew, your Punks. Keep Raw as the drama show. SmackDown can be the wrestling show. SmackDown
Yeah.
can be the wrestling show. That's why I'm saying if they were to go to 3 hours, Triple H needs to go back to the drawing board. All right, we're gonna make SmackDown the wrestling show, and that's Raw going to Netflix. We're gonna make Raw the drama show.
I mean, just considering that Raw is leaving next USA, it makes sense if that rumor is true. They want SmackDown to be 3 hours. It makes sense because they want SmackDown to take over the 3 hour slot.
Oh my
Do it
God.
needs to be 3 hours? No,
No.
but but if the rumors are true, I would think that would probably be the best explanation. Is that they trying to make SmackDown the new
SmackDown the
Raw,
wrestling show.
because Raw is going to Netflix. But
Nah, because think about your people like Eddie Guerrero, your Kurt Angle. When Kurt Angle went from Raw to SmackDown, Angle had a better run on SmackDown than he did on Raw. Facts.
Yeah, I know that. But we're talking about what era?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying you still got people like Chad Gable. Finn Balor can get more shine over there. A lot of people that's not as big as your Punks, your Drews, your Cenas, your Rocks.
Yeah, but that's wouldn't that be the point of doing like Saturday Night Main Event?
that's what I said.
That's true too. No, that's true too. No, I'm saying no. I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
If we want to do the draft and SmackDown were to go to 3 hours, you can make SmackDown the wrestling show. Yeah, you're right.
I just feel like it's even if you were to me, if you were to make SmackDown the wrestling show, that's 3 hours of what? Like they're gonna repeat the same step that they were Raw.
But that's what I'm saying. You can mix and match your superstars a lot more on SmackDown. Your Chad Gables, your Mellos, the people that's a name but not a name, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No. Well, yeah, I get it.
Your Wyatt Sixes, because let's be real, Bo Dallas and them is not going to be a WWE champion. They're not going to be Cody no time soon.
But I don't think they should be.
Yeah, they shouldn't be. Yeah,
I don't think they should have a title. Period.
Yeah, sure. But you know what I mean? Like, I
get you.
Yeah, it can help people like Andrade, LA Knight can shine a lot more because now he got that 3rd hour to really be LA Knight.
Well, shouldn't we see Uncle Holly at least a champion one time?
No, okay. So here's the reason why I say he shouldn't. They shouldn't have titles. What I should have said is that they don't need titles right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Not right now.
I agree. Right now,
that's the same. That's the same curse that Bray Wyatt had. I'm sorry. I love Bray Wyatt. I thought Bray Wyatt, the Fiend character, was amazing. It was great, but WWE dropped the ball on the Fiend character. They was supposed to make him look like a dominant force, and they made him look like trash. I'm sorry. You lost to Randy Orton. Why?
Especially after that Hell in a Cell match with Seth. Oh, that was
you went against Seth Rollins, and he curb stomped you 11, 15, 16 times. That was trash. I'm sorry. That was bad.
That was bad.
Well, I remember that, and I remember people were saying it was basically he looked at too dominant. I guess what they were saying was with that match, with the Hell in a Cell match. That was a problem because they was like, okay, even from a certain standpoint, at a certain time, he should have lost. I'm not all the weapon shots. They said he looked at too dominant. So I'm
not gonna listen to I'm not gonna listen to nobody who says he was too dominant when they didn't say nothing about Brock Lesnar. When Brock Lesnar was suplexing people, how many times?
What did he suplex John Cena like 14 times? Something like that?
14, 16 times. Hey, they made a shirt out of it. Suplex City.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear, he was just too dominant. He's a fiend. That's what a demonic character is, guys. Yeah. The Undertaker was undefeated at WrestleMania. He was the Undertaker. That's the point. But when you do trash matches, that don't make sense. Why is he losing to Randy Orton? Why are you taking this character that's supposed to be so dominant and then you start to break him down? You're breaking him down way too fast.
That Hell in a Cell match with Seth just did it.
It was bad.
It was bad on the eyes. Like, did it have to be red the whole time? Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It was just too much going on that didn't need to go on. So that's why with the Wyatt Six now, could they be champions? Possibly. Could they be tag team champions? Possibly. United States, IC, World Heavyweight, Undisputed? Possibly, yes. Not now.
Not now.
Do what they need to do is keep the Wyatt Six on a roll, keep them going. Don't make them look dominant, but make them look dominant. Let them go through the ringer. Keep it that way. They're supposed to be the Wyatt Six, which is obviously we all know that he's keeping Bray Wyatt's legacy alive. Don't do the same mistake you did with the Fiend with the Wyatt Six.
It's true. They're going to do the same thing with Rhea if Rhea wins this match against Liv.
That's what I'm saying. It's
no. She should no. She definitely should not win.
No. At all. I love Rhea.
Yeah, I love Rhea, but no.
That's what I'm saying. Like with the Wyatt Six. I hear a lot of people, the Wyatt Six, it's just stupid. It's just no. See, the problem is that y'all want the Wyatt Six to come in and take all the titles like the Bloodline. No, we don't need a repeat. We don't need that. We have that. We had it already. We don't need to do the exact same thing again. The Wyatt Six is the Wyatt Six. They're terrifying, whatever they are. You know what I mean? Let them do their job. The feud between them and American Made. It's cool. I like it. It's not too much, and it's not too little. It's enough.
No, it's getting on my nerves, and the reason why I say it's getting on my nerves, the reason why I say it's getting on my nerves, because my man Chad Gable done got this wrestling group, mind you, the Creed brothers are wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
And they are losing, and I don't like it. I'm still a Chad Gable fan. To the day I die, I am a Chad Gable fan. And now WWE.
Okay, go ahead.
WWE, you need to push these guys, okay? I'm getting tired of Chad playing second fiddle.
But that's what I'm saying. But again, I get it. But then at the same time, if they beat the Wyatt Six, it was okay. Well, then that was stupid.
Yeah. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. All right.
As long as it doesn't continue.
Exactly.
Because if we're gonna talk about how the American Made and the Wyatt Six is getting stupid, well, so is Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. Okay, so is the Terror Twins and the Judgment Day. So is Bloodline and Cody. It's all the same.
Yeah, why are we going back to that? That's
what I'm saying. It's like we're gonna have the conversation of it's getting boring or it's getting dumb or whatever case it be. Yeah, everybody else is doing it too. There are everywhere in SmackDown and Raw, you see the same rivalries.
Yeah, and that's what that was my thing with like bringing it back to Rhea and Liv. It should have been over between them at the.
That's it.
After SummerSlam, that should have been it.
That's it.
Like Rhea, there should have been moving. Like instead of her going up against Rhea again at Bad Blood, it should have been somebody. It should have been somebody else.
It should have been.
Rhea should have had a match against somebody else at Bad Blood, and Liz should have been defending the title against somebody else at Bad Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Something to that effect. We shouldn't be getting all these same feuds going into it. I get it, because I even said that it should have been over between CM Punk and Drew at SummerSlam.
It should have.
I understand. Okay, I get it. Both of them was injured. You had to drag this on so they could get back into the wrestling. Cool. We got them 2 times. We've been in this rivalry between these two far too long.
Even when CM Punk was injured, we had this rivalry.
Right. And
Listen.
I always thought that bad blood would be Seth and CM Punk. Now
Listen,
we're getting Drew and CM Punk part 3.
if we get this cage match, this joint better be so personal. I'm trying to see a cinder block and somebody get slammed through a cinder block. It got to be personal.
They have to. It would have to.
It got to get Hangman and Swerve personal.
Yeah.
It got to
Exactly.
get that personal.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you know what? And I agree because I thought it would be like that for the strap match. I thought mainly the strap match was just used for them to be brutal towards each other.
Yeah.
And we kind of got that. But we need that if you're gonna have a Hell in a Cell match, this needs to be Mick Foley.
I need Drew to take some Novocaine and put in his Punk mouth and hit him with a steel chair like a headshot.
You don't do drugs, you about to do something.
I need this Hell in a Cell match to be the one where when it's done, we're going back to watch it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I need. I want the Hell in a Cell match to be that match where you're watching, all you could do is just curl like, oh God, I want it to hurt.
Yeah, I want it to hurt.
Because if you give me a Hell in a Cell match and these guys are just wrestling, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some blood. I'm gonna need to see.
Yeah,
I want to see thumbtacks. I want to see tables. I want to see chairs. I want y'all to try to put each other through the Hell in a Cell. I want y'all to do it all. I want y'all to do it all.
I'm trying to see Drew use the staple gun on Punk.
I want to see somebody better pull out a stun gun and start using it.
It makes me think like we haven't had a brutal match since the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and y'all need to be way better than that.
Yeah,
y'all need to be way because those women almost killed themselves in that match, and I need y'all to be damn near like that or better.
For real. Yep.
If like, this cage match is but I'm saying it now, Swerve and Hangman had the best cage match of the year.
Yeah.
I'm saying it right there.
That was crazy. Like the things that they did in that pay-per-view. I might not have watched it, but I seen what they did. And I'm just
hold on, wait, before we head off, speaking of somebody up there quiet, let me get to this Jey Uso for a second. So we got Jey Uso in this world title. Yes, I'm hold on, wait. I'm hold on. Now I'm getting to the quiet person. That person right there. You finally think he's gonna win it?
We are about this Monday night. Okay, you missed it. You missed it.
The answer to the question is no. It's not.
I have faith in my husband. Okay.
You got faith in the wrong guy.
No, wait.
My husband.
That's what I mean. Like that's what I mean. Do you believe it? Do you have faith that he's going to win a big one?
Yeah, he go. If you don't win it, it's from a dirty, like something like that, like for him not to win. But if he don't win it, he might get a rematch and win it again. But he's going to win. Yes, he is.
Now for your other husband, Randy, are we finally going to get a heel turn?
Oh yeah, it's coming. Ball head.
It's coming.
It's coming.
I hope so. I hope so.
Ball head, Randy.
And, on the subject of Jay, I think he's losing. I think he's going to lose because Braun Breaker is going to get himself disqualified because he's always going to lose.
Yeah.
And this is how we're going to build Jay up into winning his first singles title. That's what we was basically saying Monday for the Monday Night Raw review. We were saying that he's going to lose, but it's going to be because he almost beat Braun, and Braun like the hell with this low blow.
Nah, she was nah. I was just messing with Shay because she was quiet for the while. So I had to talk to her husbands.
watching NFL time, so I'm watching
I
both.
got you.
Yeah.
Well, we had a very productive Thursday video here.
Heyman and Swerve gonna be better than Punk and Drew.
Right.
Yes,
We don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know
Hangman
yet.
Swerve. Oh,
We
it's
don't
gonna be
know
better.
yet.
Trust me. It's gonna be better. Trust me.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
Oh, we know.
We don't know yet.
Bad
Unless
blood.
the Drew and Punk cage match looks brutal but it's clean, I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? As long as it
I'm
looks brutal and
Yeah,
yeah, we ain't getting
I'm
no
okay
center
with
blocks like like
Jesus
that was
Christ.
hate. That was hate, yo. That was hate. I don't care what
Hey,
nobody say.
hey
That
yo,
match was
hey yo,
pure heat.
hey yo, Shane. How you feel about what Hangman did to Swerve Strickland's house? You know how they talking about he burned it and all this stuff.
Burned the
How you,
crib and sat in front of the fire drinking a whiskey. That's gangster. That is gangster. I don't care what that is
right.
certified G right there.
That
Hangman was
was
on. Hangman still hates Swerve. Last
yes.
night, dude, it's over. Nah, not to Hangman. Hangman hate
It
that
ain't
guy.
over. It ain't over yet.
Dude, I seen Swerve Hangman in that Texas death fight. Like, I don't know what more can these two do to each other.
No, yeah, that was brutal. What happened with Daniel Bryan was even brutal too.
Ooh,
Like,
what? Moxley trying to choke my man. That's a murder.
yeah, I remember. I think they said they had to censor it now. Like I don't think you can actually watch it. Let you watch the pay-per-view. You can't watch it now without it being censored.
Me and my boy was watching. I said, "Yo, we calling this pay-per-view all murder." That's what it was. All murder, man.
All murder.
No, but that's what I need CM Punk and Drew need to be. They needed Danny and try to kill each other. Like I like, and I want them badly. I do want them to do Drew versus Wade Barrett because that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I need that.
The more I'm sitting here on it, the more I'm
starting to get way ugly. Oh god!
Nah,
I can't stand Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett was trash. Wade Barrett is trash. He's garbage.
Nah, I need that for the one time though. I need that for the one time.
I don't. Hey, yo, Jeff.
What?
Bring it, bro. Bring it.
God.
Put it right there.
Hey, yo.
Put it right there.
No, what I need is Big E on commentary when Woods turned on Kofi. That's what I need.
No,
that makes sense.
Yes. Now, especially it's next week. It's their 10-year anniversary.
It's this week. It's this Monday
coming up.
Monday coming up.
That needs to be if you're gonna pull that trigger,
pull it there.
Then do it then. That's the perfect.
Xavier Woods.
Damn.
You can give this guy. Remember how Tommaso Ciampa turned on Johnny Gargano at NXT?
Yeah.
Takeover. And
that's what needs to happen.
And how Tommaso came out with no music and just all black, and then the lights was on him. That's what needs to happen with Xavier Woods. You need to copy and paste it. You need to make Woods look like Xavier Woods, heel Xavier Woods. That's what needs to happen. I need that. I need Woods to get on the microphone and straight tell it like it is. I hated the New Day. I didn't even like the gimmick at first. All of that. I need all of that. Just spill the beans out.
But it would be weird because when it his idea, he was the one getting Big E and Kofi together.
Yeah, that was his idea.
Yep.
That was his idea.
He can flip that though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Flip it.
Because he can say that was the company. Oh, I did it because the company wanted us to be together. You think I wanted to be with these guys?
Yeah.
What?
What? And then they used They used it to get themselves over and held me down and all that type of stuff. the things he
And
could
this is
say.
I need
Hey,
wood.
Kofi only became champion because of me.
Right.
Yup. Big
If
E
it wasn't
became
for me
champion
getting
because
him
of
and Big E
us.
together, they would
What?
have never been champion. It should have been me.
Oh my! You know where you could go with this story?
Yo, you can do. I mean, I know I'm kind of ahead, but you can do the whole Shawn Michaels and Triple H rivalry where Triple H turned on Shawn Michaels and beat him up so bad. And then when Triple H was popping all that mess for a few weeks, you could do the same thing here, and you could set up Bad Blood just that quick with just them two.
Yeah.
I always said you could, or I always said, what about Shawn and Mario Jannetty? You could always use
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. When Shawn threw him through the glass.
You could have Xavier, Mario Jannetty, Kofi.
Yeah.
And Kofi,
It's
and then Woods need to walk up to Big E and be like, "Yo, I did this for you."
Right, I did
Remember,
this for you.
He was trying to replace you. Alice C. Jones, he was trying to replace Big E. He could,
but then you know that what happened would get more heat when Big E is trying to get him to calm down and like get him to walk away from this path. He started to attack Big E.
Oh, yeah.
If Big E could take them type of bumps, yeah.
Yeah, just have him be like, I did this for you. And
I was just about to say that. I did this for you. I did this for us. I did this for us. Oh God.
And you take his side over me?
Yeah.
Trying to replace you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could just yoke him up a little bit. You ain't even gotta like physically do anything really enough to just yoke him up. Because you know what I mean? Because Big E can't really do nothing. So just yoke him up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like, and then take your cue from Edge. Like you can have Kofi trying to beg Xavier to stop, and he could Cherito Big E. Like that would be the icing on that. Like he's fully healed. Like
I need the concerto Kofi.
Oh, you need it on Kofi.
Yeah, I need that in front of Big E though, like on the floor, and Big E just have to look.
The Big E's the one trying to beg him to stop, and he just can tear.
Yeah, I need that. Yup, I need that. I need that, and I need that in front of Big E, in front of me. Like Big E trying to beg him to chill, he just hit him. Bow. And I ain't talking about one of them fake hits neither. I'm talking about straight concerto where Kofi got to come up on the screen with the bandage around his head like Shawn Michaels did. Yeah, I need that. I need an uncensored match.
Shawn Michaels sold that so well afterwards. I think he was twitching a little bit. Like,
yeah. You got it right here, bro. You got it right here. All it needs to do is just execute.
Yeah. If like I said, any time to do it, it would be now.
Because if you do just a regular heel turn, it ain't gonna have the same impact. It's gonna have the wow, oh my god moment, but it ain't gonna have that moment. You know what I mean?
Like the holy shit moment.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry,
YouTube. I try not to cuss. But y'all get what I mean.
Yeah. We've been on here almost 3 hours. People gotta go to work. People gotta go to work. Get ready for the next day. We will be back Saturday for a Friday Night SmackDown. Unless something majorly happens and we had to do an emergency video, some like Triple H get fired or something. Whatever. We'll do an emergency video.
Nah, that ain't happening.
Yeah. Nah, that ain't happening. I'm just saying, you get the gist.
He said we'll do an emergency video.
If we had to
shout out to Triple H though.
Yeah.
He was smart.
If something big happen, we will do a quick little video. But other than that, we're gonna get out of here. It was a fun, productive video. See you guys Saturday. But before we go, as I always do, if you like this video, subscribe to this Wrestling Pit podcast. Do that before anything.
Wow, baby.
Subscribe
Let's
to the Wrestling Pit
go.
podcast. Get us up there. And I always say it might be a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow once we
But
get
shout outs to the 60. I think I've seen 66 subscribers so far. Shout outs to y'all, man. We really appreciate y'all. Please like, share, subscribe. Keep this channel going, baby. We trying to reach to the masses.
We're trying to reach the masses, and we only could do it with you guys. Shout out to Chris. He couldn't be here. So, as I said, get over to his channel, Chris Wrestling Views. Subscribe to that. That man is almost to his first plaque. Jeff, what's your channel, man? Let the people know.
It's Jeff Wrestling 23.
Jeff Wrestling 23 here. Get over there and subscribe. Shay, let them know what your channel is, just so they can get over there and see more of your content.
It's Know the Rules.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Know the rules.
Know the
Know the
rules.
rules.
And as always, me, myself, subscribe to Little Bit Man Gaming. But subscribe here first to Wrestling Pit Podcast. Before you do all that,
click that like.
Hit that like, subscribe, do all that. As always,
hit that notification button too.
My brother and
hit that notification bell.
Yeah, do that. Definitely do that so you can get notified whenever we do another live upload of video. Shout out to my brothers here. We all did it. We did our thing tonight. We had a good, productive conversation talking about wrestling news and just anything wrestling. Hector, Jeff, Shay, Shane. We are going to sign out and say Wrestling Pit Podcast, baby.
Let's go.
Wrestling Pit Podcast, baby.